trust account. They have the power to say, let's look at your trust account. Let's see where that money's being held for this job.
Hey, the guy out in
If the guy doesn't have the money, then it's not being held in trust. That is just a bullshit deflection method so they don't have to work. That's what
want to come on.
We're out. She said is their frustration is they file these cases, the homeowner gets their money back, and they drop the case.
Well, what's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
what are you talking about? Of course. But you know what? I can talk to homeowners into not doing that.
Well, I know. That's what we need to do. The homeowners
But don't. But once, I don't want
Yeah, but they're so hard up for
once
money.
they start the job. But at least you got an audience. Here's the deal. Was that Brock or was it, what office is that?
18th Judicial District. Her name's
I
Barb.
mean, what county is that?
Arapahoe County, 18th.
And Douglas?
Whiskey collecting.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Tri-County. I think that's
You might think that's a weird thing.
I think that is
People collect wine.
George Brockler. We need to get George Brockler.
This
on the show. He's
Barb
running
Morley
for-
is the director of the Consumer Fraud Protection Division.
Huh?
She sent a request.
At the lowest delivered price. I'm a finance guy, and to me the choice of leasing...
He was on Peter Boyle's show, for God's sakes.
Learn more at alliance.lease. That's right, just type
I mean, Peter Boyle's, I mean, come on.
Alliance Leasing, your key to the perfect lease.
It was a conspiracy.
Or you pay a fine. Besides, it's just a good idea, and you only have until January 12th. I recommend Integra Insurance, and it won't cost you any extra money.
How do you prove they don't have the money? Ask him for it.
Call Integra.
Shows their account.
Broker and enrollment center. They'll recommend
The guy in Wells doesn't do that, though. He's going after that one. Well,
He says he has like 3 of them.
What she needs.
Yeah, you're right.
They get all this law, the long story and everything else from the
Are you a
homeowners.
U.S. veteran? American Finance.
Look, if they have proof of payment, for God's sakes, and the guy is not giving the money back, then it's not being held in trust. There's just, I mean, where is it? Where's the money?
Well-
Oh, I have it. Well, show it to me.
What I'll do is I'll have this Miss Summers give us a copy of the check for whatever she paid for.
Yes.
And I have a copy of the contract and all.
Exactly. And say, okay, why doesn't he refund the money?
This guy called me back on my phone, and my phone volume was turned down in here when we were in the show. He did call me back twice now. I've called him back. Yeah. I've called him, but he didn't know who I was calling because I called from my cell phone. So I called him back and left a message with him and again called me back. So if he doesn't want to call
Suzanne, I want to document this liver thing. I mean, did you tell them that? I mean, well, give me the numbers. I'm going to start talking to him because I need to get it done. If it's going to be the 4th, I need to talk to the donor before they go to surgery. I'd like to talk to the donor. I mean, this is a wonderful thing we arranged, right? I'd like to get the donor's name and just do an interview on the air and stuff. I think it's great. But it's not that we want to toot our horn, but it's good to let other people know what we can do for them.
Don't delay. Call now for
So
your
if he
free
doesn't back
consultation.
out,
Call 800-364-9188.
Is it a man?
800-364-9188.
I don't know.
Comfort advisor, I like that.
I wonder if it matters.
Liberty Mutual
I wouldn't think so.
They didn't say that was one of the things that they required.
Yeah, or else we wouldn't. Yeah.
It was just the age,
I think
pregnant, you couldn't be pregnant.
Yeah, a flat jump or toe. It's no problem no matter
Just
where
move the baby over a little.
outside assistance.
While we grab half your liver. Never know.
Visit us online to get a quote. You can leave word. Is that liver thing still going? Liberty Mutual Insurance.
She's getting her operation on the 4th.
From a donor leave?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, good.
That's why I want to do a story on it. I want to get some TV coverage.
I hope they give us the info. For all we know, the donor doesn't want anybody to know.
That's possible.
I'm not so sure I want anybody to know. Maybe it's me.
Troubleshooter Show.
I might not be here on the 4th.
Tom
Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. The longest running radio show in America, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, making your life a little easier. We got tons going on today. And I need to rustle me up a pen and some paper. I'm such a mess. I get in here, and this is a good pen. Can I keep it? Wow. This is high cotton here, tall cotton. Okay. Anyway, Todd Terry's with us, Apple Heating and Air. Apple, we're going to talk about home efficiency, weatherization, and blower door tests and efficiency tests that they do. Pretty cool testing. Todd's been with us for many years on the referral list. We also have a common man in sitting in the studio. Now, he emailed Mark. And I guess, Mark, this email got to you, right? It was about you, Mark? What was it about?
Well, he didn't think that kids that build iPhones were actually jumping off the factory over in China. And he's from China. And he said, I don't believe it. Show me some proof. So I sent him all the ABC and CBS videos and the nets and everything else.
When you showed me those stories, I couldn't believe it. How many people commit suicide. They had to put up nets.
They had to put up nets. In fact, I was rereading the article, and there was numerous suicides. They literally put up nets around the building. And Ming, still, right now, doesn't believe it.
Ming, did you see the story, Ming Lee?
I did.
I'll turn you on your mic there, Ming.
Go ahead,
sir.
Ming.
Go ahead, sir.
I did, and I mean, suicide happens everywhere. And
yeah, but man, there were so many. They had to put up a net.
I haven't drove by the Quest building downtown and seen anybody jumping or any nets lately.
I read the story. There's only wasn't that many, Mike.
It was a lot.
No. Why? But Ming, seriously, for them to have to put up a net.
Well,
he doesn't think it has anything to do with Apple. You think it's just more a couple nutcases, right?
No, both counts. I definitely think Apple should pay a little bit more because their stock is crazy.
I don't know Apple's arrangement, or where are their factories in China?
It's all over. It's all over the big cities.
What part of China are you from?
Guangdong.
Where is that?
It's in the very southern part of China.
His dad invented something that you love.
What? What did he invent?
The lettuce wrap. It's not PF. PF Chang made it famous. My dad was selling it like crazy in La Jolla, California, in the late 70s, early 80s.
When did you come to America? Were you born here?
No, I came here. I think we came here at 79.
Now, can you excuse my ignorance if I ask you some questions about China? How much of it is communist? All of it? Were you from communist China?
Yes.
Okay.
Back in the days, everything was.
I mean, because I heard they're being capitalized. Is that true?
Right. Yes.
But it's still communism.
It's still communism, but
what? They allow free enterprise still?
Yes. If anybody could start any business, you could do what you want.
But then where does the communism come in?
Because when they want to shut you down.
No, but where does the communism... Because communism usually means everything is owned collectively, right?
Well, right now, it's... They're moving... If
you're in China and you want to start a business, can you start a business?
Yes, anybody could start any business.
And it's your business?
Yes.
And you can make the profit?
Yes, and you just pay the sales tax like we do here in America.
Well, then where does the communist part come in?
Right now, I think they're walking away from it because they see the money part of it. They see so much money, they don't.
The political system is pretty much the Communist Party, though, still, right?
Yes.
One party, the Communist Party, and that's it, right?
Yes.
There are no free elections.
No. But right now, I mean, as far as enterprise goes, it's just like here in America. Anybody could start any business. You can make as much money as you want as long as you pay your taxes.
Do you have very rich and very poor in China?
Very, yes.
And do you have middle class?
There's a lot of middle class.
Do middle class bitch and moan about the rich, and the rich complain about the poor? Is it much like America?
Just like America.
Where people say, I don't want to pay for those poor people, and the poor people say the rich aren't paying their fair share, like that?
Actually, that side of it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, what?
The rich doesn't care about the poor, just like here.
No, okay, go ahead, keep going.
And the poor, yeah, they could bitch all they want, but what can you do?
Well, what I mean is, are the poor cared for? Do you have social services?
No, not.
Well, how about medicine? Is health care provided to everyone?
Health care is getting out of hand right now.
But is it provided to everyone?
It's provided to everyone, but you have to pay for it.
So if you're a rich guy, do you have more access to health care than a poor person in China?
You do.
You have better care.
You hire, you pay the doctor behind the door, in the back.
Okay, to get priority.
Right.
Is that the way it's supposed to be, or that's the way it happens?
That's the way it happens.
But it's supposed to be the same price for everyone? Or free for everyone?
It's not free.
But it's supposed to be.
It's a no. It's
not.
It's not free. Everybody has to pay for health care.
Okay, everyone does.
Everyone. You have
so,
to.
So if you're poor and you go to a doctor, you pay the doctor.
Right.
Okay.
You pay the hospital. Well, the hospital is controlled by the government.
Okay.
You go to
a state-controlled hospital.
Right.
And you see a physician, and then you pay.
Right.
In addition to taxes, you're paying to see a doctor.
Yeah.
There is no universal health care?
No.
Well, it's universal in that there's a single provider, the government, right?
Yeah.
The doctors work for the government?
Yes.
What happens if you can't pay? Do they still see you at a hospital?
No.
Okay.
They not like here. Anybody could roll into
Now,
ER.
Why did you guys leave?
My dad, he literally escaped back in.
Escaped from what?
The country.
I know, but from literally, when you say escape, if someone wants to move to America, go to college,
you could not.
Oh, you're not allowed to.
Well, you could today, but my dad left in '74.
He wasn't allowed.
No,
people were not allowed to leave.
No one's allowed to leave.
Okay, but now, can people move away and just live somewhere else?
Yes. If all it takes is money, like
to bribe, or do you mean to just?
Well, to apply for a visa, a passport to leave the country.
Money.
A lot of money.
Okay, but if you leave, are you supposed to come back?
Yes and no. If you, let's say you are coming over for a 30-day vacation.
Yes.
If you don't come back, they what they do is they make you put a chunk of money in deposit, so the government holds it. If you go back, they release it.
I see. So if you leave, you don't get your money.
Right.
Okay. Is it a lot of money you have to put up?
Not a lot of money to us, but to people in China, it's a lot of money.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to ask that question. If somebody openly wants to move to America and get married and live here, can they do that? Openly. If they say, I want to sell my stuff, I want to take my money, and I want to move to America, can they do that openly?
They could, but you have to get the U.S. consulate to approve it, and they don't do that very often.
No?
No. Well, unless you have someone... Let's say, okay, I left... We left China in '79. Okay. I got married in '97.
Okay.
When I went back to marry my wife, I got married in China, and I have to do a lot of petitioning here in the U.S.
to get her here,
to bring her here. If I wasn't here, she can't just say that she could come to America.
But it's no harder on you than it would be for Mexicans, is it? Isn't it the same? Is the immigration policy the same?
Yeah, the same. We go through the same process, but when you have a border you could walk across, why do you need to go through all that? It took me. Well, at first I have to become a U.S. citizen to apply. And
you are a citizen?
Yes.
Okay. So did that mean you're no longer a citizen of China?
Correct.
Are they? Does China consider you a traitor, or do they look down on you for leaving their country?
No.
No.
I mean, whenever you have someone leave China, it's good for China. There's always money going back to China.
Why?
Because everyone has family and relatives.
Oh, okay.
Just like Mexico.
So you send money back?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My mom came with us, the whole family. She went back to live in China 10 years ago, and it depends on the kids for us to send her money back because she didn't work in China, so she's not on the Social Security system, and she has zero income.
Now, do you have radio shows in China?
I am sure they do.
Like talk shows?
I'm not 100% sure, but if they do, they are very regulated. What they could talk.
Yeah. So can I search Google for anything I want in China?
No.
I don't think Google is available in China.
If it is, it's monitored heavily.
Yeah, it's very monitored.
So we can't just So there's not total freedom.
No.
But when someone gets up in the morning, goes to school, plays, has fun. I mean, teenagers, they go out to a club. Do they have a pretty normal life?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not North Korea.
No, I know. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, it's open and free. You can do what you want. It's not like 30 years ago.
Are the younger people getting away from tradition and away from communism?
Very much.
Do you think it'll eventually just evolve away, the communistic way?
Yeah, I think so, eventually.
All right. Very interesting. Our common man, Ming Lee, not so common. He's coming in. He listens to the show. And thank you for coming in. And thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
You like the show?
Back in '86, started.
Wow,
listening in
you
86.
started. Oh, you started listening way back. I've been here since '80. Yes. Okay. Thank you. We're going to go to the phones and talk to a lot of people coming right up.
Did you learn a lot from the show over that period of time?
I have learned a lot, but still make a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
It's
Now, in China, do people cheat people like you hear on my show? Do people cheat people in China?
Bad contractors.
Like if you hire somebody?
not so much. Today it may be different, but when I was growing up, people are more honest when it comes to business.
I have
took my water.
a man here, an American, that told me that he left his $2,000 camera in the park sitting on a rock and went back. I mean, like the next morning, and that camera was still there.
How about these guys that are being held right now, these basketball players? Did you hear about it?
Yeah, Trump's trying to get them back.
What happened to these basketball players?
They stole some expensive shit.
Can they go to jail for that? In China?
You don't do that in China. It's just like a kid that was killed in North Korea.
Shit like that.
Why would you go into?
Wait. That's
high-end
Yeah,
what did he do wrong? He did something.
Well, he went into this building that had a portrait or a picture. He destroyed it, and it was caught in camera. You don't do that in North Korea. You don't even piss on anywhere in North Korea. Yeah.
A couple of things, Tom.
20 years
Are
later,
Chinese like North Koreans?
So the lady with the car?
When I was back then, nobody talked about it, so I don't even remember.
Ross had George Brockler on the show yesterday, so I already have an email to Ross. I sent one to him yesterday to get us in touch with
We're
him.
at a total different spin on that.
And then the second thing is, as far as that donor, I have requested that the girl getting the liver ask who it is, because they're not going to tell us because of HIPAA laws. So that that person has to reach out to us or reach out to who they're donating the liver to. That's going to be a little harder than you think.
she might not even know the donor.
That's what I'm saying. Unless he or she reaches out to her, the donor.
They might keep it all in the
They
down
do.
low.
So my point is, I put the request on.
I would guess at least afterwards they should meet, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's a very wonderful story, and we help.
Beautiful.
And they should help us help.
Yeah.
So
That's what I said.
And phone numbers, and I'll do the contact. You don't have to do it.
So what do you want to call the girl who was getting the liver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll share her
Or I'm
contact.
going to email her.
I don't have an email for her, but I have her phone number.
I might call her. Have you talked
She's
to her?
bad.
Yes, she's very sick.
Okay, I mean not call her.
So what I did was our caller, Mac, I said, can you please ask Belinda to request to meet the donor so we can find out who it is.
Dan had a good idea. How about the husband? He might be the one to talk to.
Good idea. Trying to get a number.
Glad I thought of that.
Okay.
Not on the air.
Not on the air, off the air.
I've got a friend who came from China when he was 11 to get out of his arranged marriage. I'm just always fast. He's in his 50s now. I'm just fast. Their culture is so different from ours.
I got married in '97, and today I still have friends saying that my marriage was arranged. Dude, we stopped doing that back in the '60s. Yeah. We don't do that no more.
They do in some places in the world, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. I think India still does.
So China's getting hip, basically.
Boyan has had the best explanation ever.
You know what?
We're moving toward China.
They see the money
toward us.
And they see the money. They realize that's where it is.
That's why you were asking me the Communist Party. It is still communist, but when they see the dollar sign, they don't care.
They know the only way to grow is become, stay. They're the second superpower. They're way bigger than Russia, man. They're numero uno next to us.
There's a lot of money coming out of that country, China. And when you compare that to Russia,
are there a lot of rich people in China?
Oh shit, man! Alibaba's guy was the richest guy in the world up till Amazon took him over about a month ago.
If you go to Shanghai, I guarantee you will see more Ferrari in Shanghai than you will here in Hollywood.
Or like Miami.
Yeah, it's
They're big on gambling too. They got huge, some of the world's largest casinos, aren't they?
It's not one of the largest. It is the largest.
It is the largest.
Yeah. Wow. And it's
a lot of money over there.
Well, the place where the casino is called Macau. It's an island right next to Hong Kong.
Makes Vegas look like.
Yeah.
Is that one child thing still?
Right now they moved to 2 now, so you can have 2 kids now. They just changed their couple.
Isn't that so weird? You're limited to your children.
Well, they are kicking themselves now.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Our common man today, Ming Lee, is with us from China. Now he says you're allowed to have 2 kids in China, not just 1. And we talked about those basketball players over there for shoplifting. If they're convicted of shoplifting, can they go to jail for a long time?
Yes, they will go to jail if they get convicted.
And they don't care about what America says?
No.
No, but Trump called a favor. I mean,
yeah.
It'll get handled.
But
diplomatically.
When someone starts throwing some money around, that's all it takes.
All right, and Todd Terry is with us about weatherization. And Todd, do you still do the blower door test?
We do, Tom, and a lot of it. We do a lot of blower door tests, infrared camera tests.
What does the infrared show?
It shows air movement primarily through walls, cavities.
So you can find out where your main air loss is.
That's correct.
Which would be heat loss.
Heat loss.
So it doesn't matter how much you spend on a furnace if you're losing it.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
And many people buy too big of a furnace because they don't know how leaky the house is.
But if they fix the house, they can do less. They obviously use less energy.
Less energy. Smaller
we'll talk
furnaces,
about that.
Smaller air conditioning.
If anyone has any questions on that, give us a call. Let me go to Gary here. Gary, let's talk about this RV park. What's the problem, sir?
I have an agreement to pay $225 a month.
$325 a month for 12 months.
$225 a month for
okay.
12 months.
Okay. Well, like, is this a full-time park where you park and stay the year?
Well, there's a season from April to October.
Okay, and if you and it's $225 a month.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, my agreement is that I could use the park off season,
which means October through March.
Correct.
Or November through March. Okay.
Yes.
That was the agreement in writing?
Well, it's kind of an ambiguous contract. It's just
okay. So then, what's wrong now, sir? What's going on, man?
Okay. I based my decision to use it on the fact that I could use the park year round.
Yeah, of course. So,
and the bathrooms would be open.
Okay. So what's going on? They close it down, and you're all alone?
They closed the bathrooms down, so it's basically just a big storage lot.
No, I understand. So, why do you need the bathroom if you have an RV?
Well, the water to the RVs, each individual spot, has to be turned off when it gets cold because there's shallow lines and they freeze.
Okay, so you don't have water to your unit and you depend on that bathroom?
That's correct.
Okay. So what do they say about that? They say, we're not going to keep that bathroom open for you.
Well, it's not just me, it's me and 4 other tenants.
And they were all told they could use it year-round?
That's right. In the past they have.
It depends on what the contract really says, because you technically do have access.
And he described it as very ambiguous, so it's probably, you look at it, it says nothing about the bathrooms.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say anything about the bathroom.
It says you'll have access to the park, which you do.
That's correct.
Is there any way you can warm the water coming into your trailer? I mean, I used to go camping, a cold weather camping. Like, I'd take my bus up to Tiger Run in Breckenridge. I mean, is there no way that they turn it off because their lines freeze, right?
Yeah, they turn it on. They turn the water off and blow the lines out.
What would you expect them to do?
So wait, so
you
dry camp in the winter then? What do you just have the water you hold?
Well, I don't hold the water in the winter. I winterize the unit, so I just have a.
Then what do you?
RV,
then what do you do? Just sleep there? What do you like? Why are you there if you have an RV that's winterized? Are you sleeping in it?
You can sleep in it. You have heat. You have electricity.
But no water.
No water.
But if it's going to freeze, what's the difference? I mean, that's what I got to say. You can't expect them to turn it on if it's going to freeze.
I know. No, you don't. No. I don't want them to turn the water on to my camper.
No, you want them to turn it on to the bathroom, and Mark's saying maybe they turn it off because it freezes.
No, it doesn't freeze. It's a heated building.
Okay. I don't think you're going to get them to turn it on, and I don't think you have a strong enough contract unless we can see some...
They'd probably have to hire someone to maintain it.
Yeah, are the other people upset with you?
Yes, we understood that we...
What's the name of the park, did you say?
It's Pleasant Valley RV Park, very nice park, Howard, Colorado. Very nice people that run it, own it.
And so how much do they charge you off-season, $225?
$225, that's a reduced rate.
And then all on-season, it's $225 as well because you have a year-round pass?
That's correct.
Will they answer if I call them now?
They go south for the winter.
Why not just move parks, Gary?
Well, because he already paid for this.
Because he has this special deal.
She's holding me too, even though I want to leave.
So do you have to pay? Do you have to pay $225 a month whether you stay there or not?
Yes.
Okay. So do you literally spend 12 months there? If you could, would you spend 12 months there?
No, I don't. I leave the RV there and go down, on weekends or for a week or two. I don't.
No, but I mean, you leave your RV there all year.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you want. You basically want a place to leave your RV year-round for $225, and you want access to the bathrooms in the winter. That's the bottom line.
Yes.
This place is gorgeous.
I don't know if you have that agreement or not. Let's look at it. What else can we do? Mark, give them a call.
Yeah, I will. I'm afraid they're not going to answer, but I'll call. I mean, they're, like you said, they're probably in Arizona.
303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Christina, Krishna.
Hi.
What's going on, Krishna?
Yeah, I have a mold situation in my condo.
Yes.
Can you hear me, Tom?
Yes, I can, sir. What's going on with the mold now? When you say in your condo, is it in the wall or is it on? Where is it?
It is between my condo and the next condo. It's in
now, how do you know that? That's what I was going to ask. How do you know?
What happened was we've had a mold smell for a long time, and we couldn't find anywhere in our home. We turned around the carpets, everything.
So what happened?
So we finally had an inspector go and check, and he pulled out some cabinetry and saw there is a lot of black mold, and we kept on digging to find the source of the leak, and we had to rip off the drywall.
Did you find the leak?
Yeah, we found the leak. We sent the pictures to the HOA. The HOA saw them. They admitted it is a common pipe. They paid for the plumber to come and fix that. They also paid for the remediation part.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But they only remediated just that little part under the kitchen sink. And actually that leak was active for more than 7 months, looks like, and nobody noticed it.
So where is...
Quite a bit.
How do you know... But what do you do?
I have pictures.
How are you going to know where the mold is, though? You're assuming...
We did. So what we did was, because the smell didn't go even after 2 weeks, we sent another contractor.
And what did that contractor do?
He went, he looked at the torchlight and looked underneath the dishwasher. And
so how far reaching is the mold?
It has gone, it's the entire back wall of the kitchen. And we were able to, when we broke that drywall, find that the mold has also hit the other condos backing the kitchen that backs into our condo.
Do they know that?
They were going to reach out. We told them that, but we don't know if they did or not, and we were not able to reach that landlord.
Oh, so he rents it out?
Yeah, he rents it out.
You got pictures of this? This sounds horrible.
Yeah, we have complete
pictures
of everything.
It sounds to me like the HOA would want to fix this because it's going to spread.
Yeah, we tell them that, and they keep delaying it meeting after meeting for the last 2 months. And now what they're saying is the landlord is equally responsible. We cannot be liable for neglect, is what they're saying, because we acted on it as soon as we came to know about it. So my question really is...
Wait. So they're saying they did act on it. Nobody's saying they're negligent. But are they saying now that they know there's more mold, they're not going to fix it?
They're not answering that question.
Okay. Here's the problem. That's common area behind your drywall. that is not yours and is not the other condo, that really is an HOA problem because it's between the walls. Drywall
They are giving my excuse that the mold is now in your unit. It's behind your cabinets. It's your deal.
Well, if it's technical. If it's on your side of the drywall, they're kind of correct. Behind the drywall is them. So where is it? Is it on your wall or is it behind your wall?
It is the drywall. We can see it on our side of it, but the mold is
You know, it's not that expensive to fix if you and the other condo owner chipped in. Listen, I understand you want to fight with these people and make them do it, but meanwhile, this stuff is getting worse. Is there a way to know how far that mold goes? Hey, you know, I've
requested 2 bids.
You know, Todd, those cameras can find leaks, can't they, infrared?
They can, Tom.
But can they find moisture behind a wall? They can,
moisture,
right?
Yep.
So you can tell kind of if there's moisture behind walls.
We can.
And because I know that there are some leak companies that use those infrared cameras. They pick up the coolness of the water, right, basically? Or is it the heat? No, it's the coolness, right?
It's the coolness, yeah.
And the differential.
And it comes up as a different color on the camera.
Did you have anyone do an infrared or any kind of detailed testing?
Yeah, we had 3 companies go out.
Good,
one of them
good.
was Action.
So they all agree. They all agree. Wait,
Yeah,
one
they
of
all
them
agree that
was one of them from the referral list?
Yeah, Axiom inspectors. They're pretty good.
Yes. So how much is this going to cost to fix?
Well, the estimates that I've gotten includes a lot of tile that needs to be replaced.
Well, no, see, hold on. There we go. They're not going to replace your tile, sir. Here's Krishna. You're going to have a problem in that it doesn't matter that part of it is in the HOA property. It's not going to extend and start, like if your carpet's got it, or your drywall, or your tile. I think you have a basic misunderstanding of condo living and what they're going to cover. It's very little what they cover. Trust me when I tell you that. And I hope you have insurance to handle it, but maybe not. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. I love this company. I love it because Chappie runs this company like the Marines. Of course, he's a former Marine. Here's what I want to tell you. They'll come out and inspect your garage door if you have any questions. If you just moved into a house, you want to have it done, and if you mention Martino, they'll do a free inspection, hinge tightening, and safety tune-ups and adjustments, and give you a full written report with no obligation. But if you want to get a door opener, they start at $299 with Wi-Fi ready, backup, battery backups, and time to close features. Also, you can get a brand new garage door. I got new doors too. They have doors, they have openers, they have everything you need. 303-565-6409.
So the kids are on a plane right now headed back. So this Krishna, let you know, Tom, is calling from India. The condo's here. But he owns it? Right, he owns it, but he's over in India right now, just let you know. I wonder if he's got a rental policy. He rents it out to someone. No, he lives here. He was just over there for vacation. Or
I just sprayed Clorox on black mold when I found it.
You know, it's way less than they think it is.
Yep.
Fixing it. And people exaggerate about it.
Way overrated.
Way overrated. You can kill it. You can kill it. Just drywall it.
Cut the drywall out.
People, you know what? It's become a big source of ripping off.
Oh yeah.
CNN breaking news. Trump interferes to deny 3 African American youths opportunity of fair trial in China. He's being facetious.
Oh, I see.
That's funny as hell.
It is good.
That's how they spin it. I love it.
Right. I would like to see the CNN. Well, I'll bet you lunch that they don't praise Trump for that. How can they be so silly as to try to steal something overseas?
Tom, years ago, you and I talked about subjects about builders using bursts to keep houses during construction.
In fact, they'd be beaten to death if they were North Korea.
It's not getting any better.
What are they just taking the...
See, they want to open that bathroom up, turn the heater on, get the water on.
No,
I
it's
mean, that's a lot of
ducted
stuff.
into the house. It's ready to go for that buyer. And the minute the drywall goes in,
the phone number.
just these guys will hotwire the
They probably have
furnaces.
to pay $100 a month.
Oh, to dry the mud.
Anyway.
Yeah, to dry the mud.
So
here the ductwork is contaminated, the furnaces are ruined,
It is a
and
nice
they
place.
polish up the furnace and pass it on to the buyer.
All I have to do is have it clean.
No, it's not.
Why?
The damage is so severe, so severe.
How
yeah.
much do you run across?
I will. In fact, I've sent this to you. Carrier ream.
How much does it really damage?
I would say it takes away 50% of its life or more.
And a simple cleaning won't fix it.
Nope.
Come on now.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's right in the manufacturer's installation guide. You can't bring in temperatures that are less than 40 degrees.
I understand. So how do we, wait. What do you mean you can't bring in less than 40 degrees?
If
combustion air, they take fresh air intake. That's the code.
Across the heat exchanger. So you walk into a house and it's 35 degrees, and you're bringing that 35 degree air in and hitting that 140 degree heat exchanger. It ruins them.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
How is that different than any house? How is that different than any intake combustion air?
One is contaminated. They're not putting filters on it.
Help me understand. Intake combustion air comes from fresh air into the house, into the heat exchanger. It can be 20 below zero. Why doesn't that hurt the hot heat exchanger?
There's two different. The combustion air goes to mix the burner.
Right.
Yeah.
Then to the heat exchanger.
Then to internal of the heat exchanger. Right. The other air is
the air. That air. I get your drink. The blower air. The air that's being heated.
Yes.
That air. Okay, gotcha. So, but wait a minute.
But that's mixed air.
How do you heat a house that's very, very cold? Then you wait till it warms.
Temporary heat.
So
you have to have.
What I'm saying is, a normal furnace. If I left a vacation and it was 30 or 40 or 30 degrees, it could hurt it if I turn on my furnace.
That's right. You got to take it up in increments.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes
either
here.
Stainless or aluminized steel.
Aluminized stainless steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it hurt them? How does that? I mean, that's what's used in exhaust.
They're still corrosive. That you're sucking in that drywall dust, the construction dust. It goes through the burners.
But I thought
also
fixing.
goes through the blower.
But I thought
Cleaning
does that.
Nope.
Why?
No.
Why?
It gets so embedded into the windings of the motors. There's two motors generally. The secondary heat exchanger on the high efficient furnaces is completely caked. That brings up the temperature rise.
$800 for farm work.
20 degrees. It just ruins it.
It's a slave.
Yeah.
It's a slave.
It ruins it, Tom.
The secondary is the one that takes that combustion air and drops it down to where we just have water.
The exhaust.
The exhaust, yeah.
It recycles it one more time into a secondary heat exchanger and captures more
Big,
of the
strong boys for farm work.
Yeah. It brings a 400 degree exhaust temperature down to less than 100 degrees.
I was told.
Why are they doing it in triple
body temperature? Because the variation of the exhaust was about exactly the same as body temperature. From like 96 to
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. All right, when you have a condo, folks, you got various problems. Who takes care of them? Most condominiums work this way. From the drywall, from the surface of the drywall in, is your responsibility. Everything else is the HOA, unless otherwise stated. If you have damage, even if it's caused in a common area, and it goes into your place, if it's somebody else's apartment or something, it will be their liability coverage. If someone upstairs causes damage to you, it's going to be their liability coverage. And the HOA will seek damages as well if common area is damaged. If the HOA's property is damaged by a natural disaster or by any kind of catastrophe, they do not cover you, because it's explicit in most HOAs that they will not be responsible for anything to tenants. That's how they insure the place. Each tenant has their, or each owner has their own insurance, and then the HOA has its insurance. the HOA cannot carry liability for each and every person unless they're egregious, okay? That's different. But if they're not egregious, if it's a normal pipe bursting or mold and it seeps into the apartment, the HOA will take care of their side, you take care of your side. That's usually how it works. So Krishna, even if they do fix it, do you understand the only thing they have to do is mitigate and eradicate the mold inside the wall? They don't have to change, they don't have to do your tile. And I think even the drywall would be an argument. They could probably say you have to do the drywall. I'm not sure how your HOA is written, but it's going to be very, very hard and very difficult to get them to do anything that pierces your side of the condo. So you mentioned your tile. They're not going to fix your tile, Krishna, no matter what.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to look at your place and then theirs. That's why I'm saying you may as well fix it, because to the extent, unless it was major plumbing issues, but if they fix the leak, if all you have to do is eradicate mold inside the wall, that's not difficult to do. They don't have to rip out studs. It's way overdone. All you have to do is deactivate it and stop the source of food. That's it. Once you do that, you can then do the drywall and stuff, which would be your responsibility anyway. So what I'm saying is, the extra cost of eradicating the mold inside the wall is not that much compared to what you have to do anyway. So how much of your interior is destroyed right now?
Right now I have a granite, the entire granite for the kitchen countertops needs to be removed, and they're saying because that's glued in, you have to completely break it up, and the cabinets, 2 cabinets have to be removed.
Why? Why? Because there's
mold on them.
There's mold where?
Behind the cabinets.
So you can get behind the wall. Can't you get a probe in there to spray? You know, Krishna, I don't know what you're thinking, but, you know, truly, they don't have to, I think you're taking too much of this, and in fact, you're going to destroy your own condo value. I mean, you ought to just take some probes and have them go behind the walls. All you have to do is kill the mold. You don't even have to remove it.
Oh, every mold remediation company that gave me a bid gave me about $10,000 and $12,000 of bids just to do that. Every one of them had me suggested that they need to remove, they cannot salvage.
I'd love
the
to
granite.
see some pictures of this.
Can you send some photographs? Listen,
yeah.
I don't want to disagree with the guy on my referral list, but I got to tell you that yes, properly people would like to remove it, but you can kill mold where it sits and you don't have to remove it. You can kill it where it sits. And you don't necessarily have to saw out the wood. They're talking about sawing out the studs and everything, right? And putting in new walls. You know, it depends on, I guess, how rotten they are. Let's get our mold mitigation company up. Let's get them up and talk to them. And Krishna, you know, most of that money is going to be yours anyway, except for the stud wall and all that. You're going to have to sue the HOA. I don't know what else to tell you, man, because this is a big deal. I'm checking with our insurance experts to make sure I'm correct. I might be wrong. Maybe, just maybe, because it started in a common area. I want to see if you can put in a claim to their insurance. I just want to see that. I don't want to just, because my recollection is the HOA does not take responsibility for that, even though it was started with them, and that you would use your own coverage. But I want to be absolutely sure. So let's see. Because the other day, I thought I was right about something, and I was wrong, and it helped the guy with the drivetrain. He said his engine was going. I said, oh, your drivetrain warranty is not going to cover that. And I was wrong. The drivetrain warranty will cover the basic internal parts of the engine, not the accessories and some other stuff. But in any case, I want to double check for you, but I have to do this first, because it's very important that you have the right information. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This show brought to you by Plumbline Services. Let me tell you, Plumbline does plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. And if you need anything done in your home, they do all of it. And they do it honestly accurately and swiftly. You call them, they'll tell you when they're on their way, they'll give you an appointment schedule and they'll make it. They'll give you the price before work even begins and then guarantee it 100%. No exceptions. Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. The trusted people at Plumbline Services, the people I've known for 30 years. The ones who can come and fix it and make it better. And you don't have to worry about being cheated ever. $2,000 off a furnace system right now. $2,000 off. And you have to call for details. It includes utility company rebates. It also includes a discount for high-efficiency systems and free accessories, 0% financing for 12 months, and a 10-year parts and labor warranty. 303-586-1086. 303-586-1086.
Smoking deal.
Well, yeah, of course.
He should just have a water truck come in. It's $100 for a water truck. They divide it 4 ways.
But he wants the bathroom. He doesn't care about the water.
He winterizes his unit, so he can't even have.
He didn't care about the water. He cared about the bathroom.
No, I understand that, but to have if he had water in his unit, he could use it. But he can't because even if he puts water in it, the lines are not such. You know, some units are not made to be run in the winter. Some are fully. Mine, I could have mine buzzing any weather, anywhere, anytime.
Because you have the heated tanks and all that.
Oh, it was so wonderful. It was awesome.
That's crazy in Bolivia. Holy cow. I can't believe there's not a huge uproar across the world because of it.
My kids, like many kids,
I don't know
Well, I don't have a solution for him then.
An actual slave auction, modern day.
That's what it says. I got friends that come here, they get about $6.50 a month.
He leaves Nigeria,
Space when they're in the sun.
headed to Europe. He arrives in Libya, where he's repeatedly auctioned off
Tom,
as
you've
a
been to
laborer
Tiger
by
Run
smugglers.
when you had your RV, didn't you?
They demand ransom, and then the Libyan authorities hold him and send him back to Nigeria. There's a hell of a life, right? Jesus.
So he actually isn't a lifelong slave then?
I guess not. I don't know. The whole thing's wild. I mean, regardless how you look at it, he's a slave. Someone else is selling him. How else do you look at that? They might call it a day laborer.
So anyway,
that's what
you as a homeowner, you move into this house, that furnace was abused, you don't know it, and then something fails on it, we're called in maybe 2 years later.
That's true.
And we see a furnace that was abused by the builder, and it's full of drywall, crap, construction stuff, and now you're stuck with a $5,000 or $6,000 bill. How do you feel?
So you're saying that doesn't happen so much? I mean, I looked up, you're right.
I mean, there is.
Control so much of what's going on.
I mean, there are people that did. I think that's why they put to prevent people from.
Do you think Apple says, hey, we can't have this on our factory, so we're putting nets out there?
That's exactly why.
So it wasn't, but it wasn't, so it was Apple that did it, wasn't
The dirt
China.
to the
I don't know who did.
Apple put the pressure on that factory.
Yeah,
So you know what to do to get it done. You know, fix it. Quit having our people die.
That hangar you're out there,
Mark, if you look at
when you used to have, I called up to Laura.
I think like 20 people a day.
Right now, I don't know if you want to. but
Maybe 30.
read the story. I think this is like a total handful of people.
And if they don't build the phones quick enough, they chop off their hands.
That broke my heart losing that.
They're even slower.
Well, then they put them in a different department where they work with their feet.
Still saying.
I could have landed right at the
Now they said they were doing it just to fund.
Yeah, you
just for
can.
a fund, like a.
I mean, you know, they're fun. Not
a
Yeah.
ride.
Well, yeah, because your methods moved to a training facility over there, and they landed
So
right
she
in
made
front
it
of
out, right?
Yeah, they have 150.
Okay.
They actually live there too. It's a dorm. They live there, work there.
You don't have to live there. You live there to save money.
Yeah, of course. I know that.
But it,
And they eat there. It's like almost like being in the military.
To extend the pad. I talked to him, but
No. Let's look at let's say just like Google Campus.
Yeah. It ranks right up there with the Google Campus in California.
Okay. If you were in this situation, would you rather work there or out in the field or no car?
Oh,
right there.
Okay. Underneath. Then,
It's not so
You know how
bad.
hard it is to jump off the building when you're working in the field? It's much harder.
And then it has like
at least you work
an
there,
arm,
you have some money,
T-arm that goes up
send
and
some
down. That
stuff that
T-arm
way,
has
Do they get money?
Oh, yeah.
So what's the stop room and board?
No. They get a paycheck. The room and board is not free.
Oh,
You take your paycheck to pay for it.
It's great.
It's just cheap.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper than women. It's like a dorm, man.
Plus your commute is much shorter.
Yeah.
Hop on the trampoline.
Gotta get out there and use the cart,
Life
get off the cart.
not so good for some people in China. When you have a job like that,
That's breaking in a lot of other places.
that's breaking up a
Hi, Tom Martino. Welcome, 303-713-TALK. I want to talk to Brian Burns at Compass Insurance Group, the home of the insurance checkup. Brian Burns. Condo insurance, Brian. I just want to pick your brain a little. From the drywall in is your condo owner insurance, and then anything else would be common area or the liability of someone else. So, a pipe burst inside that wall. That's the HOA, right?
The pipe bursts inside the wall, but it does damage to the interior of your unit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to rely on your own.
See, that's what I wondered. Even though
you to deal with that.
That's what I wondered, because I know even though, let's say the HOA, it was an HOA problem. I can't think of one, but let's think of one. But it did damage to your unit. I thought that most HOAs will absolutely exclude, like they indemnify themselves and make you get insurance.
Unless there is some crazy negligence involved.
That's exactly what I said. That's what I thought.
That's right.
So this guy has mold inside the wall. The HOA took care of the leak, took care of some of the mold, but he has more mold, and it's going behind his cabinets. Now, even if they took care of the mold, he still has to do his own tile and granite and drywall and all that stuff, right?
That's almost how all of them are written.
Right, that's what I thought.
Those HOA covenants.
You're reinforcing what I believed anyway.
If it was a big hailstorm and the roof got a hole in it and then the carpet got soaked because of the holes in it, who's responsible for the carpet? The tenant, or I mean the landlord?
No,
No, say that again, Mark. If there was a hole in the roof.
A massive roof damage from a hailstorm. That, of course, is the HOA, the roof. But water gets in and drenches the carpet, and it needs to be replaced.
That's the owners, the homeowners.
That's what I'm asking Compass, so that's it. It's simple as that.
It's
If it's in the box, it's that guy. If it's out of the box, it's HOA.
Right.
Take that same scenario, and let's say they've been complaining because they haven't covered up the roof, and then a week after it occurred, after being asked to do this, they still haven't done it, and now there's water damage to your unit inside because of their incredible negligence. You might have a
right.
case.
No, I understand that.
Cases,
things always, everything changes with egregious negligence. But for the most part, I think we were correct. Thank you, Brian. And by the way, Compass Insurance Group, a great group. If you have had insurance 3 years or more and you haven't had it checked, it costs nothing. It takes only a few minutes. 303-996-9000. I have had so many stories of saving money for people that do insurance checkups. It's amazing.
We had one last week, 1,500. Hey, those mold pictures are in. Take a look at them.
They're gross, Tom. The pictures are gross.
Now, gross doesn't mean, that it's their, that they have to do anything. Now, I'm not seeing, I see that mold there. That's a very old problem. That's been around for a long time. And then that piece of granite in the back, why, Krishna, what is that piece of granite in your sink cabinet below? Yeah. What is that laying in the back? What is that for?
I think that's mold.
No.
That's all mold.
No,
that's not a piece of granite. That's all mold.
Yeah, that's mold, Tom.
Wait a minute.
It's gross.
That looks like a piece of stone. That's not. Wait.
That's the mold.
No. That's
and
not.
Tom,
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's not mold. That is a piece. He's got a piece of granite behind his...
No, man, that's regular drywall. Or it's wood.
No.
That's drywall.
No, Mark.
My God, that's not mold. Or that is mold.
That is mold.
No,
I know. It looks like drywall.
Right there, you can see the thickness of it.
It looks like granite.
No. You're telling. I'll bet you he has a piece of...
We're going to put him up on Facebook, too, so
he
people
has a
can see him in the
piece
video.
of stone behind his pipe.
No, that's mold.
That's definitely mold.
Stop. Well, in any case, that's all your problem there. That's all on your side. You're the only... Listen, if I were you, I would go ahead, open up the walls, do it right, open up the wall. I try to get the other person to chip in a little, but really, you got to open up all the drywall, spray the hell out of all that stuff, and then do it, because the
You
only
think that's salvageable?
What are you talking about?
That drywall right there.
No, I said he has to tear out the drywall.
And then put new drywall.
Oh, yeah, tear it all out.
Cabinets, granite, everything.
I don't think you have to do your studs. You redo your studs, you spray them, I mean, treat everything. But, Mark, I swear to God, I can see where... Well, okay, why would there be a piece of square? Here, I'm going to show you this. Mark, this is a piece of granite somebody tucked behind here. Why would there be a square with no mold like that? It just makes no sense whatsoever.
No, that square is nothing but we broke the cabinetry.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
No, he knows what you...
The photograph under the sink.
I'm telling you, that's mold.
The photograph under the sink. That back wall right there. No.
We broke the cabinet right side panel to access the corner of the wall, and the entire corner is mold.
Okay. That is...
It's not, man. That's mold.
No, that's...
People, you got to look on Facebook.
It can't be that thick of mold. It can't be.
It looks just like a slab, doesn't it?
But in any case, Krishna, it doesn't matter. It's your problem. I mean, I don't know how to tell you this. That's the price of owning property. You know, you get problems, you got to fix problems. There's not always someone that will fix them for you. You know, maybe your insurance might pick this up. Maybe they will. Check it out. I'm Tom Martino. We got a lot more to talk about.
Do you have persistent knee pain? Is knee pain affecting your daily life? You may have an option. Medical researchers are evaluating an investigational device for people who still have knee pain following meniscus surgery. You will receive treatment from an orthopedic surgeon who specializes in sports medicine. Your physician will monitor your treatment at regular follow-up visits using advanced diagnostic techniques. If you were 30 to 75 years of age,
on this side, why can't you see that?
And the top corner there too.
Look, you can see the thickness. This is drywall. This is a piece. It is not. It's drywall. That's not.
Look over here. Look. See, this is where. See, look at Tom. See.
I've seen a lot of mold, but I've never seen it look like granite like that.
See it pour out right there.
Doesn't it look amazing to you?
Yeah. It looks just like a slab of
new granite.
It's amazing.
It's that new form of granite mold.
Look at the other picture.
cheap granite.
Look at the other picture. That is like, look at that.
I know, it's crazy.
I think it's
Mother Nature, man.
Did you see that now?
If we select it, we can use it as a countertop.
That picture is a little bit different. You have the bottom.
Yeah,
The moisture soaks down and wicks out, it will be darker with the sweat. I've seen a lot of it. But good God, a little bit of Clorox and I think I killed it.
No, this thing is brown.
There's no kills in it.
Well, no, you'll kill it, but it's going to be rotten. It's going to be like chrome.
No, that needs to be torn.
Yeah, that needs to go. But I'd be curious what the wood looks like.
In the history of my life.
It'll be black.
Mark, I just sent you that. That's the company we use when we find a place that's flooded. Well, that's what they do. They go in and cut the mold, treat the studs, and it's done.
So he's going to call.
He's going to dial in.
So what he's basically, you got to pull the granite, pull the countertops, cut the drywall.
He'll be able to save the granite, and that's about it. Those cabinets are going to be toast. He's already killed the
How do you
cabinets here.
save the granite? It's all glued down to the cabinet.
I think you could pull it up. You don't think you can save it?
Without fabric,
It'd be
Glenn Simpson, the co-founder of research firm
There's a razor blade.
voluntarily testifying to the House.
If you get the countertop off, the cabinets are screwed together. You can take them apart.
Judiciary Committee for about
that is
10
I mean, if you didn't see this little thing tore out there,
Yeah, you think it's a piece of granite.
It would look like.
Tom was convinced of it.
It has a granite pattern to it, exactly.
It is. Now that you crazy.
So Tom, I tried to get hold of you during the
Skinning to the bottom needs a lot more because see,
we were up. We got it replaced there.
It goes to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And we were sitting on the lake in our lake.
I mean, I have to. Like
Yeah.
Riviera.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Brandon and I were on our boat.
This is the granite countertop.
You guys are fun.
We were listening to the radio.
I don't know why they.
But you couldn't get signal. Couldn't get service. I was going to have you fly over the house and land at the house.
He just did his kitchen really cheap.
Walgreens has good news for everyone who uses Medicare Part B for diabetes testing.
Redneck Yacht
We've
Club.
got your back.
Oh, I can't
Take
with
your
that.
test strips.
I bet you did
Walgreens
smell
accepts
that.
Medicare
Oh, my
Advantage
God.
and full coverage supplemental insurance.
Yeah, I mean, that
You
does look
pay as low
like-
as $0 out of pocket, which is the same as mail order.
Those
Pick
people
up
who have
medications you
granite
rely on
molds
and
looking
save on
like
all
that.
major brands like Contour Next and Walgreens True Metro. That's not just good news, it's great news. Talk to your Walgreens pharmacist today. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
I thought I had a transport.
Hey, yeah, this is Petco. And your dog just
That's
called.
a beautiful
This
trip
is
we got.
awkward,
We went to
but
Kauai and got
wanted me to
to
let you know we just
take a
lowered our prices on dog
helicopter
food.
around the island. That was cool.
We prefer something a little healthier.
At Petco, we believe price should never be a barrier to better nutrition. That's why we have new everyday low prices.
There
Visit
it is,
Petco
yeah.
today to chat with one of our nutrition specialists, or go to petco.com to see for
Yeah,
yourself.
almost like a pallet dog.
Also, he said he'd really appreciate it if you would stop doing that weird thing from the mirror.
This report is brought to you by American Financing.
Partly sunny today with a high of 68. Tonight mostly clear and a low of 32. Mostly sunny tomorrow and a high of 55. Thursday mostly sunny and warm with a high
Hey, so one thing about the veterans thing, so I said, try to get one of those. I said, what's the good one called? Which one was it? It was the one that they were saying to giving all the proceeds to the Vietnam veterans.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to talk to them. There's no phone number.
Should I call? I say John's alert.
Email.
John has all kinds of
Well, I just know this because when my parents had their auction like that, where you call it, estate sale, because they just bought all new shit when they moved to Florida. What was, they made a deal, either a certain percentage or they pay for stuff that doesn't sell. I mean, it's not unheard of where you don't pay more on stuff that doesn't sell.
But she said they were bringing in other stuff from other people.
I don't even know if that matters.
Really? Okay.
I mean, as long as you still get paid for your stuff. If there's only like 2 rooms full of stuff, I don't know. That's why I wanted you to look into it.
303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. Look for John Cena on my referral list at thrillist.com.
Oh my God, that's simple. Is it electric? Oh, yeah.
It looks that way, right?
Look at these wild looking pads.
Those your kids? Or?
It's got a built-in belt, zipper waterproof pocket, 3-thread sewing, 3D flexible cutting.
What are they for?
I just saw an ad for it.
Indestructible pants?
Indestructible waterproof pants, outdoor essentials, climbing, traveling. I was thinking plowing.
That's really simple.
I got parachute pants.
I got plowing pants.
Where did you plow the field in?
Oh, Dove Valley's part of
Jeans, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's,
Visit us online.
Hats.
Oh, God, it's a beautiful helicopter.
I like the shapes. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not the ones that look. Your farm pants were real farm pants. They didn't look like farm.
Now this is,
I had a pair of jeans on yesterday that had fake lips in them.
Well,
extra for this?
Well, I bought them at Sam's for $9. I didn't pay a lot extra.
This has got that.
Yeah, but they're already warm. They're already warm.
They can outrun our generators.
Really? That thing on Costco that people bring back pants after that hole in them?
They said.
I
wouldn't have the balls to go that far. I brought some shoes back to Walmart after like 5 months with that. But the sole right here was peeling. But I mean, shit, I wore those shoes 24/7, man. And we had the cake route at the time, so that's all we did was walk.
Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
That's the cake route.
If you can, I'm feeling down.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. We got all kinds of things happening, and I realized we got to get to the phones and then talk to our expert about weatherization. We have a common man in today. So first, our expert, Todd Terry, Apple Air. They do home weatherization. Basically, it's a top-to-bottom energy efficiency check of your home and then how to save money. Typical savings can be 30% or more. It's not unusual to get a 30% savings. Our common man, Ming Li from China, well, he's been here since he's a kid, right, young man? And he listens to the show since '86. And he emailed Mark, and Mark asked him to come in and say hi. Ming Li disputed the idea that Chinese kids were committing suicide at the Apple plant, and you know, there were a lot of reports. I have to tell you, I was surprised too. I mean, Mark wasn't even exaggerating. They literally put up nets to stop this phenomenon. And anyway, Ming Li's here, and we've learned a lot about China in just some short conversations. So, for fun, if you do have any questions for our common man, Ming, you can call him. He's saying communism is still in the government part of the country, but not so much in the economy. There's some free enterprise going on, people owning businesses, people seeing money, liking money, profiting. You have a lot of individual freedom, but not so much to speak against the government itself or to go beyond the single-party system. But he says it's not as oppressive as it was, and certainly not what we thought it was years ago.
Except at the Apple factory.
It's not oppressive.
And Samsung.
That's not oppressive.
That's Korean. Samsung's Korean.
Okay, all the same
so,
though, Mark.
Anyway, let's go to the phones. I want to go to the phones quickly, and then we'll talk to our expert. We're really, listen, I don't want to belabor this. We're really done with the condo and the mold. There's nothing we can do to help Krishna. So Suzanne, he's still on there. Really, we're done. I mean, he's got a terrible problem, and he's got to fix it. I don't know how else to put it.
I did want to hear from Axiom if they call back.
Yeah, our mold guys. We want to know just how far you have to go for mold mitigation and removal. Hey, Randy, you have a comment on the Apple phones and suicides. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. You just hit on the key factor there about the Apple factory. The Apple thing has been going on for years. There was a guy in the news here a few years ago that had worked him 36 hours straight, and he literally dropped over dead at his workstation. And I don't know if you've seen pictures of their living conditions. They're horrible. They're just small rooms filled with walls of bunk beds, and all these people do is work, eat, and sleep, and that is it. And my former in-laws, all their entire families from Taiwan, and they opened factories in China because there are no labor laws, there's no OSHA, there's nothing, there's no minimum wage. I mean, they do whatever they want, and human life over there has very little to no value whatsoever. So
human life has little to no value in China?
Oh yeah, as far as workers go.
Oh,
yeah, as far as workers.
Now, okay, clarify. Who puts little or no value on them? Themselves, each other, or bosses? I mean, clarify that.
The owners of the
okay,
factory,
I see what you're saying.
Because there's another worker just waiting outside.
Do you think that okay, Ming Li, what do you have to say? He says they're not treated, workers are not treated very well, very low on the totem pole.
That I'm not 100% sure, but those guys, girls that work there, they don't have to work there. They could leave. They could walk out the door. If they don't like the condition, walk out. They don't like the pay, walk out. Why jump off the building?
Now, is it
Nancy Pelosi, each time she speaks,
you cringe.
Yes, I cringe every time she speaks, and so
why?
I like Ming.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything, Ming?
Well, to the point is, if a worker doesn't like the company policy, the work environment, the pay, leave. Don't jump off the building. Why? You don't need to kill yourself to make a point.
He made a good point. If they're not working there, they could be working hard labor out on the farm, making even less.
But Randy, thanks for your comments. Nancy, you have a problem with the photographer. What's going on, Nancy? Nancy? She's waited quite a bit. I don't want to hang up.
Well, that stinks.
Nancy? Sorry, Nancy. Okay, let's go to Roberto. What's going on, Roberto? Give us a call, people. I promise you I'm going to get through these calls. 303-713-TALK. This is the only radio show where you can unload. So unload on me. Dump on me. Oh, wait. Did I really say that? Okay, Roberto, what's going on?
Oh, hi. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. What's going on with this contractor, or do you want to know about being a contractor? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. This guy was sent by Boise, Idaho. He is hired by a stinker company owned by Mr. Charlie Jones.
Okay, I'm getting confused now. So you're telling me about a guy from Boise, Idaho.
Yes, sir.
And where do you come in?
I start doing some cleanups for this.
You were working for this guy, Roberto.
Yes, sir. And then
what were you doing for him? Cleanup?
Yeah, we clean up all kinds of properties like trees.
I got you. Right.
You know, just to make them look pretty.
Gotcha. You make them look pretty. So what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that this guy had me under the impression that he was talking to the building department and I was going to get paid. And
well, of course you're going to get paid. It's a job. How much? How long did you work for him?
A little bit over 4 months.
Did you ever get paid?
Oh, yeah. I got paid regular basis, no problem. And then...
Okay, then what's the problem now?
One invoice.
One invoice?
Yeah, one invoice that it was for $7,000.
How long was that for, that $7,000? For how long?
That was for 4 days working in that property.
4 days?
4 days with 6 guys.
Okay. 4 days, 6 guys. Okay. So you're talking about $17.50 a day divided by 6 would be about $291 a day for each guy.
Well, not only that, but the equipment was...
Okay. Hey, listen, that's fine. So you had an invoice for $7,000, and what did he say? No, I'm not going to pay it.
No, he said he got me under the impression that he was talking to the Boise, Idaho.
Now, is this where headquarters is, Boise, Idaho?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It doesn't matter, really. This guy owes you the money if he hired you, and that's it. So how long ago did you send him that invoice?
That was back in August 5.
August 5th. So you've not gotten paid anything on that?
No.
Why? Why do you think, Roberto, if you've been there 4 months and he's been paying you, why do you think he stopped paying? What's the reason?
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that he probably he was not authorized for that budget or...
Well, how much were your other checks, approximately?
$4,000, $3,000.
Okay, all right, so this is not that unusual. Did you call the main office?
Yes, I called and I sent an email.
And what did the main office say?
That he's the only one who has the authority.
Okay, and what is the name of the company?
Stinker.
Stinker.
Well, that stinks.
No, are you kidding me? The name is Stinker?
Yes, sir.
Who would ever have a company called Stinker?
A skunk.
Do you know, like that builder? You know the dumbest name? Don't say it yet. We'll say it together because I want to know if you're thinking of me. 3, 2, 1.
Oops. Construction.
Can you believe that? Oops. Anyway, let's call this company for you, Roberto, and find out why Stinker is not paying.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Clint call. Okay, so
we'll get this one handled up.
Is there anything at all you can think of that would cause them not to pay you? Anything at all?
Choose that he thinks that the bill
was too much.
Is too much, but he was there present, and I actually.
Did he say that? I think it's too much.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, you got.
You can read that email that I sent.
All right. Hold on. We're going to get you off the air to talk to Deputy Clint here, and he is going to take this on. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
I bet we get this one settled fairly quick.
I want to. Nancy is back. Sorry that you waited, Nancy. What's happening, dear?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can, Nancy. What's happening?
Oh, yeah. October 1st was our 50th wedding anniversary.
Well, congratulations. Wow.
Oh, thank you. In September, my daughter called a photographer here in Colorado Springs. We were in Texas, and she called a photographer here in Colorado Springs to have our pictures taken. And we made an appointment, went down, had our pictures taken.
When did you have them taken?
When?
Yeah. Approximately. Approximately.
The end of September.
Okay.
Last week in September.
That's fine. Okay.
And then I couldn't call her back. And so then my daughter finally got her bill from American Express.
How much?
And so it was $250.
Okay.
And she disputed the charge.
Right. I don't blame her.
Yeah. So the photographer called up and she says, well, we'll send you the pictures. We'll send you the...
Yeah, when she found out she wasn't getting paid. So let's make a long story short. Did you ever get your pictures?
No, I never did, and I cannot call her. She won't answer.
Did she... Hold on. Did your daughter still dispute the charge, or did she put it back on?
No, she disputed the charge.
Good. So she's... So far, though...
On the computer.
So far, your daughter is not out any money.
No.
Good.
Yeah, but they just want their pictures.
No, I understand. It's the 50th.
Their next 50th.
So listen.
A long time away.
Hold on, Nancy. Yeah. What's the name of the photographer?
It's called Tristan Photography.
Tristan, as in T as in Tom? Tristan?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you hold on? We want to talk to you about this. We're going to have somebody call during the break, okay?
Lots of luck.
Well, we'll try. You give us the number. Suzanne, get that number, and we'll take a stab at it. Why not? Huh? Why not? Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center has a special promotion going on for Christmas and the holidays. And it's something I want to tell you about. I'm just trying to find it. So hold on for me, okay? This is live radio, folks. And I know I put it here somewhere, and I thought, I got to tell people about it. Doggone it. I'll tell you about it after. Anyway, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center is the only place, by the way, where you can get a free test drive of hearing aids without any obligation or any cost to make sure they're right for you. That's what I love about them. They're also the only ones who are pioneering different solutions for tinnitus. Some people just have one trick and that's it. Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center has a wonderful system called the Syncra, which is a permanent solution for tinnitus. Permanent. And they will let you try that out too. Now, there are some different conditions with that, but it is making remarkable progress. It's unbelievable what can happen if you wear this. It'll make the tinnitus go away. It doesn't mask it. It makes it go away. Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center is the one that I endorse for hearing aids, hearing devices of all kinds, and of course, tinnitus treatment. That's Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center, 303-534-0163.
Oh my God, that would be the best thing in the world.
So, Mick, when you were saying that, as far as every time Felicity talks and cringes, and I imagine your point was, if you don't want to listen to it, you can turn it off.
It's slow from Colorado all the way through downtown. Southbound traffic.
I'm not going to go, Nancy, you don't stop talking crap, I'm going to jump off this bridge. She's not going to stop. You know,
I love she might. You say, hey, enough people jumped off.
Well, they're going to start putting net on the plane.
Oh, I can't stand it when she talks either.
Your Ford year-end sales event is here. Your last chance to get a great
as much as I dislike her,
all-wheel drive SUVs, cars.
I think she was a very hot-looking woman 40 years ago.
Oh boy!
I got to see a picture now. Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi.
Have you sent a fan mail to her? Did you used to be hot? I'll look that up. Did you used to be hot? Maybe, I don't know. Well, she's got an awful lot of Botox in her.
Yeah. Your service intervals are due.
She has like zero facial expressions sometimes after a...
303 Pro Auto. That's 303 Pro Auto or 303proauto.com.
Okay, here we go.
Affordable interest mortgage still has rates in the mid-3s. Do that upgrade that you've been putting off. Or pay off that high interest rate debt, or just...
She's a handsome woman.
Purchase your next home with only 2% down.
There you
and no
go.
mortgage.
That's when she was 18.
So why keep putting it off when you can borrow money in the threes? Do you know paying mortgage insurance is like adding 1.5% to your current rate without the tax deduction?
Or isn't Alabama voting today?
720-895.
I don't think today.
Call now and find out how to
All right,
pay
here
a
she
little
is.
faster.
I'm
Save
telling
over
you.
$100,000.
Yeah, right. You're right, man. You predicted the record. You're fucking good.
No, I'm sorry. Here she is.
100% cash out in the low threes. We've been serving
Hey, Mark, I'd buy you some marinade for your $1 stick.
It's who we are.
I thought you were going to say you bought him a pair of those
God,
pants.
that was almost a year ago.
He's going to buy you a pair of those pants you were looking at.
Like, you know how long it's supposed to be in the studio sometime? What? Ideal, I thought Ideal was supposed to be in Mark.
Today?
Usually, it's the family and loved ones who
Why'd you look up those pants?
They call the Raleigh House. We met with these people.
Ideal's supposed to be in.
That's what I put on your sheet.
No, I meant in the studio. Yeah.
Look up to these pants.
The addict in your life, whether it's alcoholism, cocaine, heroin, ecstasy, meth,
Can you imagine?
painkillers.
Everything good with him?
This thing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Stimulants, sedatives,
You're in a factory
even
making
marijuana
guns.
has
It's a cool home.
caused
Where'd you make
problems for many. If you have a loved one who is an addict, they can help you approach them even. Here's
Those are
the
crazy
number for
pants.
Raleigh House.
You're saying you don't have pants like that at home?
720-893.
You're here today. Wearing my red tip.
House.com. 720-893-5559.
You probably see him.
Execute 12.4p operation. Optimizing algorithm.
I don't even know where I found it.
I bet you look under Dickies you were looking over this pants, right?
What is it, computer?
Is that what you were they sold on Amazon? With the one
Here they are.
They are. Whoa.
A computer.
Where do they do that, man? Those kids should be jumping off.
Yeah, I was supposed to make that out. Yeah, I would.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Here's the durable ones again, though. These are like, look at those, they're kind of cool. They're warm. Look, they're function, but warm.
I'll bet you that, like I said, it's for doing stuff.
For plowing around.
Well, that's scary.
Q&A. Are these real pants? Can people actually buy
Are they
these?
bulletproof?
I want to
I
be
saw
a
them on
pair
the
of
ball.
blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's
I
first
don't even know how I found this
When I grow
website.
up,
Oh, it was
I
on
don't want to
Google.
be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle.
There's so many,
HowToBeRecycled.org.
Amazon, there's so many clothing companies get nervous of Amazon's new apparel.
Apparently there's no moderate Islam.
They'll say everything.
Lord Taylor just was picked up. It's on Walmart now.
Walmart buys a lot of those.
For more Irreverent Talk Radio.
Walmart owns more of that shit than most people have any idea.
They're going to get with iPhones and scan your body.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. I hope you never need Joseph A. Lazara, criminal defense attorney, but if you do, he's here to help. Joseph Lazara, a criminal defense attorney that mostly, unfortunately, he does DUIs because people are stupid. They drink and they drive, or they think, I'm not drunk. Some people just want to plead guilty. They think, I don't need an attorney. I did something stupid. You need an attorney to get through the system. Did you know there's two things going on at once? A motor vehicle and a law enforcement thing, a criminal thing. So it's civil and criminal. He can help you with the deadlines on each, the procedure. He can help you through all of it, any kind of criminal defense. And people, unfortunately, get in trouble, and they deserve the best defense. LazaraLegal.com, 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200. LazaraLegal.com. So do they have criminal defense attorneys in China? I'm asking my common man, Ming Li, from China. Ming, do they have defense attorneys? Like, when you get accused of a crime, is there a trial procedure?
Yes. Lawyers are getting pretty big over there now.
So do you hire your own attorney, or are they provided?
You hire your own, just like here.
Okay. And they have a jury system, or what?
That, I don't know how the court system is, but I do know that lawyers are privately in practice.
Okay.
If you're real poor, do they give you a lawyer for free?
That I don't know.
All right. 303-713-8255. So, Suzanne, did you call the photographer?
I did. I had to leave a message for them to call me back. We'll have to follow up, Tom.
Okay. Let's just talk, though, Nancy. So,
will they pay for the pictures? If we can get the photographer to get the pictures over, is your daughter going to pay?
Nancy?
No, I don't mind paying.
No, it's not the money.
Problem. Yeah, I don't mind
They
paying.
can't get a hold of her, and they really want the photos.
Yeah, of course.
So, Nancy, you've been married 50 years. How long did you date? Did you get married quickly?
About a year. No, we met at the USO in California, and then he went out to sea. But it was about a year, but he was out to sea part of the time.
He was in the Navy.
Yeah.
And how many children do you have?
Three daughters.
That's wonderful. And 50 years of marriage. What is the secret to a long marriage?
Just listen to each other and just don't take everything serious, you know. It's just life, you know. You're not going to agree on everything, and it's just a give and take. It's just easy if you
listen.
You can't force anything.
You know, listening is important. So many people don't listen. They're just waiting they wait for you to finish your sentence so they can start theirs, you know. And so, you know, nowadays you don't hear about marriages lasting. In fact, you know, half of the marriages end in divorce. It's too bad.
I think it's more than half.
I think, well, I don't know. I thought it was about half. So, Nancy, we're going to work on this, okay?
Okay. Well, lots of luck. I've called them before they should be able to get up, and I've.
But we have a bit of a hammer. So I want you to make sure we have your information, and we're going to work on this.
Do they have an actual retail place or a studio?
Nancy, was it a studio?
Think...
They came to you.
No, we were in Texas. I was in Texas at my youngest daughter's house. I told her I was going to go to Penny's to get her pictures.
So where did they get the photos? Where did they take them?
They took the pictures at Rockledge Ranch and Garden of the Gods.
Okay.
But where the studio, I don't think they have a studio because...
I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
I have an address for them, but it sounds like an apartment building.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out, Nancy. We'll figure it out. But the good news, they're not out any money, but out a lot of memories. Of course, you could always get pictures done again, I guess, for your 60th. 303-713-TALK. So hold on to make sure we have your information. Todd Terry, how long does a home, they want to know how much it costs and how long it takes. So if somebody calls you, do they call you for what reason?
They call us for a home energy assessment.
But why? Like, I wouldn't think of calling for a home energy assessment. So how do you advertise to people? How do you let them know what you do? How do people come to call you?
Well, people often experience their house feels cold and drafty.
Yeah.
Their energy bills are too high.
Okay.
Yeah, so they
but how
just
do they
don't
even
know.
find out about you? Do they search you out? Because it's a really unique service.
Tom, the #1 place is the referral list.
Okay. Yeah. So good. So people go online, they find you, and you do something that's extraordinary. I don't think people realize how important it is. Tell them what you do.
Well, we provide a blower door test.
Okay,
so we extract all the air out of the house.
So the blower door actually is a sucker door.
It's a sucker door.
So you blow the air out of the house. So you're sucking air out of the house.
Yep.
You're creating negative pressure.
That's correct.
Okay, so why do you do that?
We do that, and then we go and retrieve. We find all the air leaks in the house, where this infiltration of the air is coming into the house.
And so as you're sucking the air out, does it create a lot of pressure?
Enough pressure for us to be able to tell.
Really?
Yeah.
So you use what to find the leaks?
We use smoke pencils. We use infrared cameras.
So you first, of course, go all windows and doors, right?
That's correct.
And then how do you know where else to check?
Well, experience, Tom.
Okay, so like along baseboards, I would imagine.
Exactly.
Light fixtures.
Light fixtures.
Any opening.
The trim above the door is often missed by you'd swear all the painters in these houses were too short. They can't caulk above the doors. Big air leaker right up there.
Okay,
simple.
So what about then after you do that? that tells you you have stuff going on, right? But then what? What else do you do?
We insulate houses.
Okay, but once you find the leaks,
yes,
how do you know what to do? Like, is it always just a matter of sealing?
Well, we'll be able to see how leaky the house is. Yeah, how leaky it is.
Okay, so you go around and you caulk. In some cases, do you have to actually open a wall and insulate?
Yes. Insulate the attics, insulate the walls.
Do you have blow-in kind?
We have blow-in kind.
Do you have foam kind?
We have foam kind.
You really do?
We have it all.
Okay, now, other than that, what do you use your infrared gun for?
To see air movement through the walls.
But why? If you know where the drafts are from the sucker door, why do you need that additional tool? What does that do?
Well, that tells us there's plumbing and electrical penetrations that go through the wall and connect to the attic, to the basement, and that air is traveling through that wall space. We have to stop that air from traveling.
So that's something that the infrared, how would it show up? What does it show? It shows some cool, does it show cool air behind the wall?
That is correct.
Really?
Yes.
And it may not be something that the sucker door, the blower door picks up because it's inside the wall, but it's something that you can actually see.
We have, yeah, that's how we see it, is with the camera.
Wow.
We can see the air movement through the interior walls, exterior walls, through the attic, around the can lights.
Some air movement is normal or not?
Yes, 3.4, 34% air leakage is design.
Really?
Yes.
So if you can get it down to 30%, you're happy?
You're happy. 30% is, we're getting a little
extraordinary?
tight. We're getting a little tight there.
So you don't actually want it too tight?
No, otherwise we have to introduce mechanical outside air. We have to introduce air into the house.
So you want to keep it about 34%. Is 40% pretty good?
40% is...
Now that means you have a complete air turnover. How often?
3.4%
Are you saying 3.4 or 34%?
34%
means what? What does it mean as far as air exchange?
34%
of the air is new.
That's right, from outside to inside.
So
exchange.
34% of the air is exchanged.
Yes.
And before you do your magic, it could be as high as what, 70%?
70%. We see some that are 80, 90%.
Come on, you're telling me in an hour you almost exchange all of the air in your house.
That's right.
Is there any rebates from Excel or anything like that anymore?
There is.
All right, well, I want to talk about that separately. Rebates and how much it costs and all that. This is something that applies to everyone, just like those insurance checkups. Okay, I know I have to take a break. I just want to tell Nancy, we did talk to the photographer, Nancy, so that's good news, okay? We'll be able to help you out there. Century RV has a new warehouse. Oh, I can't believe it. Yes, a new warehouse. I love Century RV. Of course, they had a place at 119, that's Highway 119, and I-25. They've been up there for years with new and used RVs. But now they have a big, giant 30,000 square foot showroom in Lakewood. It's just north of 6th Avenue, okay? Between Kipling and Sims, if you picture that, right next to Woodley's. Just look them up. It's in Lakewood, and it's Century RV. They have new travel trailers as low as $99.95. That's right, under 10 grand. And a huge selection of new and used Class A's and Class C's and fifth wheels and campers and more. The largest selection in the state for used RVs. Why not check them out, right? It's RV, it's Century RV, CenturyRV.com, in Lakewood between Kipling and Sims.
iHeartRadio Music Festival are sold out. 2017 iHeartRadio Music Festival from Las Vegas. Let's go! 2 nights, 1 stage, over 20 of the biggest artists on the planet. Celebrated with iHeartRadio fans from around the world. Are sold out. 2017 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Coldplay, Big, Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, and more.
How often you go back and visit?
See iHeartRadio Music Festival. Wednesday the 2nd and Friday
That's
the
why I quit the rest of
24th
business.
on Colorado's
I
own Channel 2,
haven't
the CW.
seen my mom in
Martino for
20 years.
Wow.
So that's why that's part of the reason I closed the business last year. I went home. I went back to see my mom for first time in 20 years.
How long did you stay?
1 month. That's not enough time. But when I was working, I worked 12 days, and really, when you're in, you can't just check out a minute.
Right.
Most people have 2 week vacation every year.
Not when you own a business. Unless you got a great manager.
Unless everything is great. Unless everything's perfect.
So is it 100% dark where you were on the Eclipse?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. As dark as I do.
So you were in Arthur? You were in Arthur or further north?
Something, something I do enjoy cooking. I love cooking, but too much work. I don't want my son to.
You're 20 years behind us.
Especially unless you get it established.
Yeah, unless I could have
it's 3 hours away.
Locations and where he sits back in an office. That would be the only way. But it's too hard.
Where was the restaurant at?
It was in Fort Collins.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
We got a new boat this year.
Right now? Oh, so you came a long way down.
Having a lot of fun with it anyway.
Well, we come down to Denver.
It's a 26-foot dual engine Yamaha.
It's a good school. It's just
so dual jet.
When you want something, you gotta come down.
It goes about 55 miles an hour on the water.
It's horrendous. They call it a mall.
55? God, that's screaming.
That's when it was new.
No, that's screaming.
Yeah.
Of course, they were like, hey,
cool, man.
buy it on
I'm you're
Amazon
talking now, those stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I should have you check in on my stunt one day. Make sure he's doing good.
That is fast.
Hey, go look at him. Is he doing his homework?
Only when it's smooth.
People say, see you as the body school, see us use the body school.
Don't tell me that.
All right, gentlemen. Angie, the producer here. If you're still twiddling your thumbs on what to get the important ladies in your life, don't worry. I got your back. Get her 7 best-selling hair products with the Ovation Hair Holiday Gift Set. This includes the self-therapy treatment for thicker, stronger, longer, and healthier hair, plus an intensive hair repair mask, essential hair oil, and more. And if gift wrapping is in your strong suit, don't worry. It's already on and it's gorgeous. All of this for nearly 60% off free shipping. This one-of-a-kind product is risk-free with a 365-day, 100%
they have a whole
money-back
list now
guarantee.
they maintain, and they go after wages. It's a
Hair
good
for the better.
wage and
No
hour
more
board.
split ends
And
or
wage and hour board. Yeah,
bonus.
I have all of that.
Get one,
I
or even get
did an
several
article
while
on
they
it
still last.
on
Go to
Troubleshooter.com.
and get a new customer discount on
If I looked at them at home,
percent
no, yeah, I'll find it for you though before I
just
can't do it right now.
Check out. Don't leave gift shopping to the last minute. Go to ovationhair.com now.
How more ruled than the past child
Retirement
rape
can
kit.
last 20, 30, or more years. No wonder the #1
Tell me what's going on with him.
is
He's
running out of
doing
money.
what?
So how do you feel?
When he was in his
Confident
early to
retirement
mid-30s,
savings throughout your retirement
he
years?
apparently was going up to girls between the ages of 14 and 16
Heard every Saturday right here on
and trying to have
6:30
sex with
AM.
them,
We can help you
feeling them
create a
up, I don't know,
retirement income strategy
all kinds of
that
weird
you
shit.
won't outlive. A strategy to show you what you can
What?
spend
And there's a lot. I mean, there's five, I
follow
think
your
now.
retirement dreams. You worked hard and
Sounds
saved
pretty
your retirement.
fishy.
Now it's time to make sure you have income
that
to last
lady
your
attorney that
lifetime.
went
Call today
involved in
for
this
your
again?
complimentary
Probably.
consultation visit and
Or-
see how to get started with your
I know who you're talking about.
income strategy.
I can't think of her
Anytime you
name. I
work
thought I
out
heard her
call
name.
right now.
Laura, or not
488-8604.
Gloria.
That's
Gloria.
720-488-8604.
Yeah, she's a good attorney.
Or online.
Yeah, she is, but-
yourretirement.com.
Is the IRS on my side?
I would too. I like her actually.
I like
The radio station that has people talking. 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station.
You know, when I said Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center had a Christmas special, I couldn't find my notes. It's here for the holidays, okay? I just wanted to let you know. And they're giving $1,000 off hearing aids, a set of hearing aids. That's amazing, okay? And I'm going to tell you how to qualify tomorrow because it's very limited to 10 people.
please don't call them. There's something special you have to do, and you're going to get $1,000 off. And here's what's great about them. And I always wondered, because I got hearing aids there, and I'm going to upgrade because now they have them compatible with your phones. So you used to have to carry a little controller around, right? Not too bad because you set them once or twice now and then. But now you're going to have an app on your phone that controls them. Yep, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. Stay tuned tomorrow to find out how to get your $1,000 off. All right. So,
Tom?
We talked to the photographer. Where is she?
She hung up.
Why did she hang up?
I have no idea,
hey,
Tom.
You.
I'll call her.
We're trying to help you.
Do you want me to tell you
Nancy.
what they said?
Oh, okay. Better be good.
So
don't make me mad.
It's not bad. They were very nice. I spoke with Charlotte. She said daughter is out of state. She had to send daughter the link to the array of photos for her to choose one. She was just waiting to hear back from the daughter.
Oh, come on.
She said she doesn't think Nancy understands that the daughter has to pick it out. Nancy can't because the daughter's the one who signed the contract.
But
so
why
it's
didn't
communication.
Why didn't the daughter tell her?
She said she's having a hard time getting a hold of the daughter.
Something sounds fishy.
Didn't sound fishy to me at all, Mark.
No?
Well,
no, I know how these photo sessions work. We just had Miles done.
And what happened?
Well, you pick one out. They wait for you to pick it out. She said she was waiting for the daughter to pick one out. As simple as that.
I don't know, though. I'm with Mark a little in that. What do you mean, wait?
They canceled the credit card charges.
Why wouldn't the mom know that? Why wouldn't the daughter say, Mom, it's my fault. I have to pick out the pictures.
She wondered if maybe the daughter wasn't communicating with her mother.
Nancy,
she wasn't sure.
I hope you're listening to me, Nancy. Okay? Because you hung up, and I was going to give you an anniversary present. 303-713-TALK.
Referral list T-shirt?
Yeah.
Bumper sticker.
Richard, what's going on with you, sir? How can we help you?
Well, sir, I paid $2,600 for a set of dentures from this company in North Glen, Affordable Dentures.
Teeth are us. Okay, what happened?
Well, I had all my teeth removed.
$2,500, you said, right? $2,500?
$2,590.
Gotcha. When did you do this?
This was 6/14/16.
Oh, okay. So in 2016, $2,500 for dentures. Then what?
Well, I had my teeth removed, and they said it would be about a year, and they understood that.
To heal a year? What do you mean a year?
A year for my jaw to heal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then what?
Extensive surgery. And I went back, and I am unable to wear dentures.
Why?
They gagged me.
They gagged you?
They gagged me, and I just can't wear them.
Oh, you mean you personally, you can't adjust to them. You don't like them. You can't wear them because they make you sick or you don't like the feeling. You're not saying you can't wear them medically. Hello?
Yes.
Are you there? Not. Okay. So you're saying when I put them in, they make me feel like I'm going to gag.
They gag me, yes.
Okay. And you don't think you'll ever get used to it?
Never.
There are people, by the way, that have gag reflexes that are very sensitive. And so...
Well, I'm a disabled veteran, and I'm living on a pension here, and the doctors are only giving me...
But what does that have to do?
Years.
What does that have to do with this?
Well, this has already taken a year, and if it takes any longer, I'll probably be dead.
If what takes any longer? You just said you can't wear them.
Right. I went to get a refund for my $2,600.
Why should you get a refund if the guy made dentures for you? I don't think you're due a refund, sir. I mean, I can see you not wearing them, but no, I'm serious. Now, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but let's reason through this. If this guy made some dentures for you, why should you get a refund? Just because you can't wear them. If they were defective, now I'll stand right beside you and I'll help you. I'll lead the way, in fact, not even stand behind you. But if there's nothing wrong with them and you simply changed your mind because you can't wear them, I don't know what to say, Richard, really.
These were temporary dentures, and they told me I'd probably have to have 5 or 6 temporary sets before I got my permanent ones.
That's to make sure they're perfect, yes. There's nothing wrong with that. So you can't even... Go ahead.
Because I'm unable to wear them, I'm not going to pay $2,600 for a temporary.
I don't blame you for not wanting to do that, but he should be paid something. It's not his fault. Now, did he say he would give you a partial refund? I mean, if he doesn't make the final set. See, I'm not sure what temporary dentures mean. Are they really temporary, or are they yours and they're adjusting them and then they call them final, or do they actually make a new set?
They make several new sets for you over the process.
All right. Did this doctor say he would work with you in any way?
No.
Did you ask?
Yes, he refuses to talk to me. I called their corporate office. They said they had to have me sign a release and return the temporary dentures, and they would refund my money.
Oh, really?
Which I did.
Oh.
I signed the release. And now the Dr. Snyder, Walter Snyder, refuses to release my money.
Okay. Richard, who is the, what do you mean the main office, corporate office? What kind of dentistry?
It's called Affordable Dentures in North Glen, and they're a national company, and their main offices, headquarters are in North Carolina.
And do you have anything in writing?
As far as what?
When they said they'd refund your money?
No.
So we got to call the same person you talked to. When you call back and say, I did what you said, I can't get my money, what did they say? Think about that. We're going to come back to you. Should this guy... Now listen, they don't have to give all your money back, but they said they would. So we have a number of issues here. Okay, a number of issues. Rocky's Auto, 63rd and Federal. If you're looking for a used car, truck, SUV, or van, look no further than Rocky's. Of course I want you to shop around. Shop around. Take notes. Then go to Rocky's, because prices are clearly marked on all the units. You get high trade values for your car because they are the end user there. They sell them right to the consumers. They don't wholesale them. And then they have 40 lenders you can choose from to make the best deal for you. So shop and shop. Then, right before you drop, go to Rocky's and then compare. So this is what I like. If you truly compare, you'll see the great prices and the great values, better pricing, better trade-in, no pressure, 40 lenders, a huge array of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. Monday through Saturday, 9 to 8, 303-426-4646, 63rd and Federal.
This report is brought to you by Energy Outreach Colorado.
You won't even let them talk. My sister had the same problem. They just kept turning it forward until the gag response. I mean, I don't know if the guy just sounds like he won't have it. Right? Isn't that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
He just...
He's
given up.
Every time you have to carry you think about people waiting fuel spill, hazmat on a scene. Crash downtown,
the more that plate they can put in the ripple mouth, the more support you
right shoulder, all lanes to the highway have reopened.
I can't imagine why they give him a refund.
I don't think they need to, but they said they would, according to him. Probably. So if they said that, don't you think they should?
If they said it, yeah, that's their policy.
I mean, if they said it, but...
I mean, my God, they were so cheap anyhow. I'm on their website now. They're like upper and lower economy dentures, starting at $350.
They got to be just off the shelf.
They're wood. George Washington.
They cut them out of a tree.
See, they got the ultimate fit though.
Yeah, $1,200.
Yeah. But that's only upper or lower, so it would be $2,400.
More lower, yeah, which is what he had. But it's only the upper that caused that gag response. And they just cut that. They cut that back. That close.
Oh,
my sister went through this. They had to cut it back 3 times until the gag response.
You're making me share?
He's just not willing to work with it.
Yeah.
Mark, you've mentioned Salisbury enough. I just texted him and said, what do you have available after the show to meet with me and you? Since you've mentioned it.
I got a meeting with Tom after the show today.
I'm not talking today. I'm just saying, I'm working on getting an appointment.
Yeah,
David's actually in tomorrow.
Where's our old wills?
They're in the safe.
Okay.
Do we need to take those to him?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course.
Why wouldn't we just draft up all new? Why do they need to see the old?
Well, you need my full name.
Because he has to know, if he's going to do a new will, he has to know everything it says, because some of it, he wants to know some things can't be superseded possibly.
Oh, okay.
It depends on how it's worded.
Well, we're going to leave the kids to you. Or to Dan.
I'd rather have the dogs.
I'm going to be in Algodones, Mexico.
We'll leave the beagle to Martina.
They have a skill.
The three-legged beagle.
That's true. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, they're Tom, they're 10 years ahead of us. They
are.
Who's 10 years ahead?
Mexico. Mexican dentistry.
Well, they're just cheaper. They're not 10 years ahead of us.
They had a thing 10 years ago. I went in there, it looked like a mouse. Click on my face and 55-inch TV showed my tooth. They don't even have that. It takes about 5 to 15 years to get FDA approved on procedures here.
Oh, that's true.
And so it's right across from Yuma, and 3,500 Americans.
They've been, right.
Oh, I would go.
And you're getting
If I did something like that.
Implants. Dr. Rubio's the guy who invented implants.
Yeah, there's places right over the Texas border.
There. He goes all around the world.
I wouldn't go to Tijuana. In the back of the donkey show.
There.
Hey, free donkey show with every denture.
I just got to get away from it until he's done with the show.
The doctor's busy right now.
No, my teeth broke off. So they left the room.
No, there's a lot of iron stuff, you know.
But then it has to.
No, my parents looked into it. Right across from,
but some doctors
in Texas, where was the border?
But anyway, what I was going to say is it's a stem cell right there.
It looked like a medical facility from hell.
But he does pulls the stuff.
I mean,
No,
beautiful.
Well, they can manipulate it down to the raw.
I'm going to check in on there. There's only 3 square blocks. Algodones 3 square blocks. 400 dentists. That's all they do there.
Free.
All Americans, the official language there is English. The Canadians are
in that kitchen right now.
It's Algodones. It's right across from, if you look it up, it's right across from Yuma.
Show you how it's done.
Arizona.
386. So you need to tell me that they set up this for Americans. 386.
Right across the border.
Canadians swarm
In
around.
Texas,
How
too.
many
Canadians
How
swarm
many
around.
dentists did you say? Listen,
400 dentists.
400 dentists.
Yes.
59.
It's an amazing place,
Online at
and they highly specialize. The guy did 9 root canals in one day. Warning on me. I thought, what level of hell is this going to never hurt me?
Oh, root canals are the easiest thing.
The way they do crowns is way stronger than the ones here.
They should actually. No one should have.
You should be.
I don't want root canals, but I understand people do it. Stephanie's had one.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Please spread the word about the show so we can help more and more people. You know, I say hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services, and an organ, a liver. Hallelujah. Praise God. We have a liver donor. Surgery scheduled for December 4th. We're going to do a follow-up. I love this. If you're listening, you're one of our listeners or people that we contacted through this massive campaign we did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'd love to interview you. You can keep your privacy. We'd love to even, help you out in any way you need. Anything at all. Let us know. We are so grateful. The story, is it still on Facebook if you go there?
Yes, it is.
We don't need a donor, but you can read the story. I am so, so happy. So Richard, he had some dentures made, or his teeth pulled, June 14th of 2016, and he doesn't want the dentures now. There's a series of temporary dentures, and then you get your permanent ones, and he says he wants to stop the process. He got them at Affordable Dentures, and he wants a refund. And he said they told him he would get a refund at the main headquarters, but the local doctor won't do it. And I'm not sure if they're owned by, Affordable may not be owned by...
I would assume their franchise is almost like Comfort Dental.
They may not be owned by... the dental office may not be owned by Affordable. It might just be a franchise. They can't always tell them what to do. But I just want to ask on a general note here. Richard, yes. I just need to know, why do you feel... I'm curious more than anything. I do a lot of consumer research. You paid $2,500 and found out a year later, was it, when they finally had it done? How long did it take to get the temporary done?
The temporary got the same day I paid for the dentures on 6/14/16.
I understand. When did you actually get the temporaries where you found out you could not wear them, you did not like them because they gave you a gag response?
On 6/14 is when they made them. It took a year for all the bone chips to stop coming out of my jaw.
Okay, what I'm asking is, on 6/14 is the day that you went and tried on the temporary?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they can't try them on if they're going to pull the teeth, so they mold your mouth and then they make a temporary set, and after your teeth are pulled, you come back and they make more temporaries until...
I'm asking you, Richard, when did you decide you could not wear them? Was it on the 14th in 2016?
No, a year later.
Okay, so it was a year later. On 2017, just a few months ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, and right, and you felt this gag response. Did you know they can trim those back in the back? Did you know that? And there are ways.
Yes,
did he offer to do that?
Yes, they offered to fit, but I can't wear them if they gag me.
Yeah,
so.
No, I understand. So my question to you is this: why do you feel you should get all your money back? Why?
Well, I don't think I should get all my money back.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
$2,600 is their premium denture, which they charge more. They start at like $1,200 and go up to
I understand.
$2,600.
So they did say, according to you, they did say they would give all your money back. So I'm not going to get in the way. If they said that, I'm going to ask them about it and try to enforce it. But I wanted to ask you privately, you do realize, I mean, I understand that you don't like them because they make you gag, but you understand the doctor did nothing wrong, and he did work. He did some work for you. He pulled all of your teeth. Was that in addition?
I had another dentist.
Oh, okay.
They don't do the surgery.
That's good to know. So that $2,590 did not include extractions, right?
No, I paid another $7,000 to another dentist to have my teeth pulled.
Okay. Okay, that must have been a mess then. Okay, so on this $2,590 you want back, do you feel that they did anything? So this changes it a bit, because they really didn't do surgery. All they did was fit you for temporary dentures, and then you tried it on and immediately didn't like it.
Right.
So he's got a point. This is not what I thought. It's not like they worked with him for a full year after.
He never got his actual dentures.
No, he got one temporary set. And said, I don't want them. So this changes things a little. They didn't do a whole bunch of work. So, okay, so hold on. We'll figure this out and call them and see, if, first of all, if Affordable agrees that they told you that. And then we'll talk to the local dental office as well. I'm Tom Martino. Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair has a special you can't miss.
Yeah, I know. See, that's different. I thought this guy yanked them all and did all this work, you know?
$89 plus parts. $7,000 for the extraction, though?
Is that what he could have had, we don't know what kind of mess he had. He could have had major mess.
Did the VA take care of it, or the extraction?
9858, and on my referral list at referralist.com. Time to talk about ideal home loans for your next ideal home loan. No two loans are the same.
Is Brent calling in today?
Best for you. In other words, if you want a loan that's 13 years, 23 years, 15 years, 27 years, whatever the term, they'll do it. It's a flexible term loan. Ideal home loan.
So brought to you by Centennial Schultz, probably, or Raleigh House. What do you want?
Number one. We get so many requests like yesterday. I made
445 ideal.
This is Denver's Talk Station. More with Martino after the news on 630 KHOW and iHeart Radio Station.
I made a huge pot
He's not calling in? No, hey, man, would you find out? A lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
Multiple crime scenes in California on Lisa Brady. Police in Northern California trying to piece together what happened at several locations, including an elementary school on Jessica Rosenthal. Police dead, according to Tehama County law enforcement. They're dealing with multiple crime scenes, including Tehama Elementary. One deputy said 3 people have been killed, 2 children in the shooting. Those numbers, though, might change. One witness reported hearing nearly 100 shots being fired.
You might be looking at it when you worked with me last time. You pulled well, you know, I never asked you what kind of car. Now that I think about it, I don't know. But before, it's kind of weird to think.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions getting grilled again on Capitol Hill. A wide House hearing that keeps circling back to Russia-related questions. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Lisa Sessions says he's always told the truth about contacts with Russia, but admits he forgot some details and meant to sleep-deprived chaos of the 2016 campaign.
I have been asked at least I get a full hour from a year ago.
Turn the radio off to start working, but I will still have it on.
Sessions told lawmakers he now remembers telling him that he was not authorized to represent the
This is actually the
when asked
biggest
if the
thing
FBI
that people...
paid for the assistance
that's
of
one.
dossier against
We have a
President
few
Donald
things
Trump,
that is
Sessions said he could not say.
Thanks, Rachel. Sessions was also asked to weigh in on sexual misconduct allegations against Roy Moore, the Republican candidate for Sessions' old Senate seat in Alabama.
I'm sitting way far from the car right
The allegations appear credible. Earlier today, House Speaker Paul Ryan becoming the latest to urge Moore to step aside from that.
Walgreens has good news for everyone who uses Medicare Part B for diabetes testing supplies. We've got your back, or in this case, your test strip. Walgreens accepts Medicare assignment and full coverage supplemental insurance, so you'll pay a
starting to suck.
You know my favorite? So the PF Change, yours was kind of like...
That's who we have.
Yours was like that for... I like the... It
goes up and down.
God, I got so tired of them. And,
like what?
Only if you actually tried
the drop calls and bad quality, terrible customer service.
That's probably our number 3 or 4 bestseller is the Szechuan chicken or the prefer something a little healthier. You know, every restaurant you go
should never be a barrier to better nutrition. That's why we have.
So you don't want to start anything cooking and doing stuff.
Not until I get my next project out of the way.
Also, he said he really appreciated that you would.
Restaurant is in the down the road, but I don't want no part of it. I just want to manage it. I can't work the hours no more.
No, like I said, I'll bet you. Yeah, get up early.
My shirt, because Chinese cooking, when I cook and with a wok, I use both of my arms at the same time, and my shoulder is.
We were in Kauai a month ago.
Because it's so much.
Have you ever been there?
Every day, that's all I do every day, and it's.
What island? Maui. Yeah. Did you like Maui?
I loved it.
Listening to comments with their stem cell thing.
Not stem cell. Oh, you're the new, right? The original.
We've been there. Kauai is a little bit more tropical, less populated, less commercial.
I want to do that.
Super nice, sweet people. Speed limit's 50 miles an hour.
That's something down the road that I want to look into.
Small, nice hotels. Really nice. We stayed at the Sheraton. Pretty for years.
So where do you fly?
That's in
I mean, you know from this show.
Does it have its own airport?
And sometimes I give friends suggestions. They throw me out. So like, okay, I'm telling you, you want to listen? Fine. Just like one of my friends, he posted on Facebook that he got into an accident with a deer. And he got State Farm. They wouldn't pay for anything because they say his truck was old. And he said, look, give Compass a call. With no strings attached. You just call for your home page and your just call.
I don't want to go to the Big Island.
Basically, just call me out.
Our city's
I
big
give you
enough
my
here.
2 cents, and you don't want to listen.
Kauai?
Yeah.
K-A-U-I.
So you never did call and try to see if
I
don't see her. Okay. I had two friends. I said,
yeah.
you give me 10% now everything you say over $500. I'm giving you a call fee. You got through Compass?
But I see
No,
that.
not right now, just because all my
And
stuff
it's called
right now is my car insurance is through me, but the house is through.
It's
so it's different.
Yeah,
It's
so
beautiful.
eventually I'm
It
gonna
is
have
beautiful.
to put them all together to save some money.
Yeah.
Because I've been with country company for so long.
Pull up a
you know,
picture of
been
that.
with them for that long. All I see is rates on
So that movie, what it is, the homeowners in Colorado, it's been crazy. Jurassic Park, a big majority of it was filmed on there, on that island. Yeah.
2014.
You guys did?
Yeah.
Just south of Bowles. And online at 303.
But no, like I said, no, I learned.
I gotta get files for my picture.
Advertised, I was in the oil and gas business for 30 years.
That's what my brother is. He went to the school of mines. And,
oh, did he really?
Yeah, when he got out, some oil consulting company in Texas. That's what he's been doing.
Now, Tom Martino on 630 KHOW.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do.
Hey, Tom Martino here, your consumer advocate, the Troubleshooter, going on 40 years, recovering cash merchandise exchanges, refunds, and services, and a liver. Yes,
Can
a
you
liver.
believe it, Tom?
I am so happy.
Me too.
Suzanne sent such a heartwarming note one night. She says, of all the things we do, this one made me happy, or something made you the happiest, or it made you feel really good. I know it touched you, and it's wonderful. Ah, so wonderful. We put out the call on the show, did a media campaign, a social media campaign.
And she's set for surgery, Tom.
Ah, it's wonderful. So that's what happens when you all work together. And see, the thing I'm trying to get across, if I just could, is that this show will absolutely protect you, because you find out about scams way before anyone else. And all you have to do is listen, and then use the referral list, and use other good people if you can't find anybody on the referral list, and use the principles we go over each and every day. I have a guest today. Todd Terry from Apple Air, one of the good guys here. He does home weatherization and energy efficiency testing. What do you call the actual test itself?
Home energy assessment or energy audit.
Home energy audit. I like that. Home energy audit. It tells you, it tells you a lot about your house, and I don't think anyone will not benefit. Everyone benefits. And we're going to tell you how affordable it is coming up, okay? This hour brought to you by the Raleigh House. This is a very important subject near and dear to my heart. The Raleigh House is a treatment center for addiction. Now, having said that, I want to tell you that what I'm going to tell you is a phone number that you can call if you're an addict, but it's mostly for loved ones of addicts. If you have an addict in your family, you want to know how to approach them. You want to know what to say, depending on who they are. They'll give you tips and hints. They can help you even plan an intervention if you had to. But mainly, they want to give you information. So many people, they don't know who to talk to. They don't really want to say anything to anyone. Well, this is a private line where you can just spill your guts, tell them all about it, and ask questions about insurance, about cost, about methods, about what they do and how they do it, about other treatment options. There's no obligation and no cost to you. At the Raleigh House, they have all evidence-based treatments designed to help reduce substance abuse, from alcohol, prescription drugs, illegal drugs, cocaine, meth. They help you, and they help the family. So call them with no obligation, no cost, completely confidential. Please don't go another day. It won't go away by itself. 720-893-5559. 720-893-5559. I know someone out there is hearing this saying, I should call, so do it. 720-893-5559. Every time I do that commercial, every single time, I quietly say a prayer that someone will hear it and it will change and help someone's life. That's what we do. It's not a game. We've been doing this for so long. Richard, okay, so Richard, those dentures, we're calling this place because you said they promised you a refund, and it's a little different than I thought. I thought these guys did all this work, and now you want your money back. As it turns out, you had the extraction and surgery done by another place. You went there for a fitting for dentures. They fit you, and then they put in a temporary denture, and you didn't like it at all and said, I can't wear these. They give me a gag reflex, so I can't do it. I want my money back. And you said you didn't even expect all your money back, but when you called that number for Affordable Dentures, the main office, you said they offered you a full refund. We're trying to verify that now, okay? What are you doing without teeth, though? That's another important question. If you can't wear any dentures, what are you doing?
Without?
Yeah.
Without.
I mean, you literally... How do you can't chew anything?
No, sir.
God. Richard, are you sure you couldn't try? I mean, if you had teeth in your mouth, they didn't make you gag. What is it that made you gag? The top plate?
Yes.
Don't they even make them without the top plate, I thought? Don't they? Aren't there...
You have to have implants.
Yeah.
The next step to do.
Do you think you could try? I think you could do some implants for sure. Because well, they would be just like teeth. They put in about 4 or 5 or 6 anchors, and then anchor them, and then you have nothing on the roof of your mouth.
Right.
Do you think you would be willing to go for something like that?
It depends on the price. I'm a disabled veteran living on a pension, you know.
Do you think that is VA paying for any of this?
None.
Okay. We're going to try to help you out with both. We're going to try to get you a refund if we can, or partial. And then we're going to try to find a place that will do some implants for you affordably.
That would be wonderful.
Wouldn't it be wonderful? So now we can say cash merchandise exchanges, refund services, and a liver, and
teeth.
A set of teeth. Okay, hold on, Richard. So people, please, would you tell people about the show so we can help more people? That's what it's all about, helping people. Mark, you're
2 things.
You want to say something?
Uno.
Yes.
We have got something we're going to bring back.
Bring back.
Fame or shame.
Okay.
Someone dropped this gadget off today, and we're going to see if it's good or bad. And I want to give it someone like Deputy Dan that has a hard time doing certain things and see if he can hook it up good.
I'm saying give it to Daphne.
That's not a bad idea at all.
That's a good idea.
Totally, don't even touch the box. Give it to Deputy Daff.
And see if she can set it up.
If Daffy Daff can set it up and use it and loves it, it would be...
I love the idea.
That's what we're...
You know what this is.
It's a quick view backup camera. It's called Quick View. Quick and then VU. You know what? I think it's a brilliant idea. Think about this. And by the way, if you have any products out there at all that you want reviewed, listen, it can't hurt you, right? Even if we don't like it, it gets your name out, right?
Yep.
Any products at all, drop them by. You don't have to leave them for good. You don't have to give them to us. We will review your product free of charge. Anything at all. And truly let you know. And this is not going to be a fun and games. We'll truly let you know about them.
And if this truly does...
I think it's a brilliant idea.
Everything it says
it's a backup camera, okay? How many times have you said, I wish I could see behind me? Now, most new cars have them.
That's right.
But this is a wonderful, wonderful retrofit.
Purely wireless.
Purely.
And you can hook it up, apparently, in 5 minutes.
Yeah, because you put a camera on the bumper, and then...
Right where the license plate, it looks like.
Right. And then you put the... And no, you know, it blends
right in.
Screen. And then you have a screen, and it's all wireless. I think it is brilliant.
If this works as good, this will be a good Christmas gift for people who... You know, my kid doesn't have a backup camera in his new car.
I think it's great.
Second thing I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Did you know in China, where Ming is from, okay, they eat everything. They eat anything that moves. Did you know that? Cats, dogs,
come on.
Squirrels. I'm not kidding.
Now, Ming, I didn't have you come here so you could be insulted. But, okay, I'm just going to put it out there.
Go ahead.
There are a lot of people who make jokes about that.
Why do you think those jokes came around?
Eating dogs and cats. I just want to he grew up in China. I want to ask him straight up because I heard the joke about the restaurant walk your dog? Walk your dog? You don't get it. Okay. So,
Tom,
I'm going to ask you, Ming. Do you guys in China, do they eat cat or dog?
From the south where I was from, we eat basically everything that moves. I personally have
Honest to God.
Honest to God, I personally have not had cat. I have had dog and everything that it could be found in the south. I have had all kinds of snakes.
Snakes?
It's very normal there, though.
Okay, so dogs.
It's a delicacy. You pay extra for it.
For what?
For snakes.
Okay, what about dogs? Seriously, we look at dogs like members of the family. You know, pretty, cute little doggies. And listen, cultures are cultures, right? We're talking about diversity here. They have a different view. Do you have pet dogs over there, right?
Today, yes. Back when I was growing up, every dog that was raised in the family, it was for meat. But today...
God almighty. So you literally raised your pet and ate it?
Well, we don't treat it as a pet. We treat it as like a farm animal.
But do the dogs... Are the dogs friendly? I mean, dogs by nature, or maybe they're not. Like when they're raised for meat, do they have a different temperament? Is it a different thing? Or are they friendly? Do they wag their tail? I mean, I know I'm asking silly questions, but...
They do all that, but they don't... They will not treat it like a pet.
No, I understand.
Today it is. Today,
you don't get attached to them. So today, they do have pets.
Yes, today is... If you have a cat or a dog as a pet, that... It elevates your status. That means that means you have more money.
Oh,
it's
but it's probably well known then that
he brought us lunch, by the way.
You don't eat your neighbor's cat.
No, it's you raise your own meat.
But truly though, do they still in the South eat dog and cat?
I went back to visit my mom last summer and. Restaurants that serve strictly dogs in the decline. I saw...
There were restaurants that
absolutely.
They specialize in dog.
Yes.
Why does this blow your mind? It's a totally different culture over there. Dogs aren't looked at the same way.
It's not blowing
They're
my
not
mind.
Called fluffy.
It's not blowing my mind, but it is, to me, so unusual. I'm asking questions.
It is unusual.
You know, so really, I mean, you know, nothing really can blow your mind anymore. You know, if somebody told me the Grand Canyon's filling up with water, it'll be, you know, okay, fine, you know, it's happening. So what's going on now with the you were about to say, there are still...
I saw one.
What do they call it, dog, or do they call it something else?
Well, the restaurant was tucked behind some other building, and on the front it had a sign that says, serve dog meat. And I asked my uncle... Those restaurants still exist, and he said yes, very few.
So literally, you can walk your dog.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
at McDougal's.
Now, so what does a Fido burger taste like?
Well, they don't. In China, when we cook any sort of animal, we prefer the meat still attached to the bone.
Oh, okay.
So when they don't have a fillet of dog, but you know, they chop it with the bone included.
Okay. So. And what does it taste like? Like if you had to give something similar, is it gamey or is it?
It's gamey. It's a lot like when you eat a lamb.
Oh.
It's got a little gamey taste to it.
Okay, I know what you mean.
Duck?
More than duck.
Better than
is
duck?
It dark meat mainly?
I like dark meat.
Is it mainly dark meat, dog?
Yes.
Okay, and then what about cat?
I never had cat.
You never tasted cat?
But I know people eat cat. Some. Not so much anymore. Things are changing.
All right, we got more coming up. Really, this is an amazing
You're welcome.
discussion. By the way, Ming, and thank you, Mark, for inviting him in. Yes. Ming, do they have stem cell therapy? Do you know? Is medicine way far ahead, do you think, or behind?
It's way...
What do you feel?
I think it's... I really could not answer that question because on TV I see some pretty advanced stuff, and then I see some stuff that what we do here is a lot more advanced.
Okay. You know, like acupuncture has been around for thousands of years, and that's Chinese, right?
Yes.
And so many Americans now are doing it.
it works if it depends on the guy, the person that's doing it.
Oh, of course.
The people, a lot of the clinics that does it here, they take a weekend seminar.
Oh,
in
no,
New Mexico.
I know exactly. That is what we're facing with stem cell therapy. You got chiropractors that found out, oh, here's a way to make a buck. So they go out and they may start these clinics. They hire a nurse to give these injections. They ship in amniotic fluid and call it stem cells. Now, listen, I don't want to disrespect all chiropractors. I'm telling you that that is not where to get your stem cell treatment if that's what they're doing. You can get amniotic fluid treatment. It has growth factors, and it helped my back, right? But if you want real living stem cells, why not go to the originator, not the originator of stem cell therapy, but the first doctor to actually start doing it in a clinic, and he happens to be in Broomfield, Colorado, Dr. Christopher Centeno at Centeno Schultz Clinic. They also have a clinic called Regenex. Now, here's the deal. I want you to know they have orthopedic medicine, pain control medicine. They have their specialties, and they have doctors, all MDs, doing the shots under guidance, meaning imagery. They don't blindly just shoot into your joint, and they use living stem cells that they harvest from you, from your hip or from your fat cells, true living stem cells. Okay. Guided injections, and more experience than any other provider in the country. Centeno Schultz can help you with painful joints, knees, hips, back, shoulders, hands. Do you want to know what's really unbelievable? Most ACL tears, they hurt. They can be fixed with stem cell therapy instead of surgery. So before you have surgery, if you are hurting, please consult real doctors, MDs, who have living stem cells. Centeno Schultz, 303-963-9201, 303-963-9201.
This report is brought to you by Indeed.com.
I can tell you right now, the drive trying to make your way across town is no treat. Got several.
Oh, it was crazy. Did you hear the answer to that?
No.
They're short on women.
Was I here? Was I gone when he said it, or did he say it on air?
He didn't say it on air. But it created a backlash where there's not as many women. Because everybody, when it was just one, they just want the boy, right?
Yeah, the Chinese girls were being adopted.
Geez, I would have never have thought of that until he said that. What do you think the population is, like 60-40?
I don't know the exact number.
It's worse than that.
It probably is.
But there's so many people in China. You want a woman, you can get a woman. There's so many people there.
4 billion. The orphanages were crammed with girls.
Yeah.
That was two of them. That was another one.
With
gay couples here were able to adopt Chinese girls very easily.
This is with
the one-child law,
it's unbelievable.
I'm glad they didn't have it when I was, before my parents had, 3 kids. They didn't pass that law until I think
my friend Bland has an older brother and younger sister. There's 3 in his family.
It's good, and
well, it prevented that population.
Yeah, and if you look at India at the rate they're going, that country will be completely out of food if they don't stop their population growing. Because right now they don't have enough food to eat right now.
People can I agree with it because you have more water. You don't have a growing population. They starve.
When you look at with common sense religion, it's going to be different opinions. But India's going to have a problem.
Speaking in India, we have they're sacred there. Rats are sacred there.
It's all what you believe in. It's
mortgage insurance is like adding 1.5% to your current rate without the tax deduction.
Cultures are so different. That's why I think the Chinese culture is so interesting and talking to me about things.
It's definitely getting westernized.
Yes.
He says that we are moving, and our government is so. Just like China, we're passing laws becoming more and more restrictive here. We're moving that looser there.
Yes.
We're moving that
87. Los Angeles.
I mean, in the eyes of the Chinese government, all they see is dollars.
Well, yeah.
And that's not completely wrong, because that's a successful country. The country's better. The people live better.
Everyone's living better. 10 years ago, if you want something done, put a little money, you could get it done. Today, we are having some issues with my mom with her
$136 billion.
Because my dad passed away. They have my dad's
and they shit away. Look at the cash they shit away. In relatively a short period of time. 137 to 78.
Where
in what? 5 years? 6 years?
It has to have all children.
I mean, it's, oh my God.
When everybody else is growing, we all have to.
If you die on that estate, that's without a will, it passes the mom and all the children. Or shit, they can
in order for my mom to get the title to her name only, all the children have to sign releases, which is fine. But
so they literally shit half their
That's not
cash.
just for inflation or anything. That's probably like 200 billion.
Without us,
they shit half their cash in 10, 12 years.
That's not inflation adjusted. So as you look at inflation adjusted, how much that
people
was
are scared to take bribes.
close to 200 billion.
Most people are afraid
By
to take
helicopter, the
bribes.
longest so much.
Unless you're a big corporation, who knows how much money they're passing on to everyone else. But
I remember
I like that
looking
part.
at them right around 10. So let's
5-10 years.
like
I agree.
so somewhere around here, 136, 137 billion.
Hi.
No.
Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Frank Duran, the Real Estate Man. If you're looking for real estate, Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. I don't even think about it when I think about real estate because he is so great at what he does. And so many people have taken my word for it. And I am so happy you did. 303-920-1622. 920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Let's keep going. Mark has a problem with insurance. Okay, Mark, what's going on, sir?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's going on?
I got a question, and if I need some clarification
go ahead.
on how insurance companies settle claims, because back in May we had a terrible hailstorm.
Yes, sir.
And I had a gentleman come out, and he did some work on my roof, only the roof, but the insurance company paid me for the entire claim, and the roofer is asking for more money. He sent me 3 different invoices.
More money for, but did he give you a contract to begin with?
Invoice.
Hey, Mark, first of all, did you coordinate the loss with the roofer and the contractors? How did you know the amount being paid was enough to pay for your loss? How did you know?
Okay. First of all, the insurance claim, I called them. They sent out an estimator.
I understand. It's called an adjuster. And so how do you know they gave you a fair settlement?
I don't know for sure.
Okay, well, it's very possible. It's very possible they did not. It's more than likely they did not. I'm going to tell you how they work in a minute. But right now, you don't even know if the adjustment was right. So, and you don't know if the roofer is right or wrong, or if the roofer is inflating things. You don't know. But the roofer is supposed to let you know if he has to put it in an auxiliary claim. Ultimately, you're responsible for it. Did the roofer know how much you got from insurance?
That I don't know for sure.
What do you mean you don't know? I mean, did you tell the roofer how much you got from insurance?
No.
Okay, then how would he know? Why would you not know that?
Well, because it was a referral from the insurance company.
Okay, I got you. So,
I think that
if they referred him, that's good. That means they trust him, and they'll probably honor an auxiliary claim, don't you think?
I don't know.
Okay, here's how it's supposed to work, okay? When you get damage, you call your insurance company, and the insurance company sends out an adjuster. The adjuster's job is, theoretically, to find out how much damage you have and to make sure it's not overinflated or underestimated. They want to give you, theoretically, a fair shake so you get it done. But they don't want to be taken advantage of, and at the same time, they don't want to pay you too little. They want to make sure you're taken care of, theoretically. Then you take that check and you hire a reputable roofer, and they go in to do the job, or a contractor of some kind, depending on the damage. When they go in and do the job, they find out maybe there's more damage than originally thought. They do what's called a supplemental claim, and a supplemental claim is then submitted and approved before they do the additional work. Sometimes you have to fight for it. Now, in reality, what happens is when you have damage, the insurance company sends out an adjuster who tries, first of all, to find any reason in the world to turn down your claim, okay? Any reason they can, no matter what it is. They try to find a reason to turn it down. Then they try to find a reason to give you as little as possible. If half the roof is done, is only bad, they try to tell you you don't need a whole roof, or they try to cheat you any way they can, anything they can find. Trouble, maybe your policy's not in full force or something is excluded. That adjuster's job is to pay as little as possible, okay? Once they have a claim, they want to write you a check as soon as possible because they want you to take that money, they want you to cash it, and many times they want you to spend it because then you can't argue with them about, well, I need it to fix my house, because you've already taken it. They want to appeal to your greed, and they want you to take that money, and they want you to believe in your mind, hey, maybe I can hire somebody and keep some of this money. They want you to be greedy like that because they want to move on. They don't want you to want the best job possible to put your house in the original condition and to pay your and to gladly pay your deductible. Those kinds of customers do not settle easily, okay? So what most people do when they get a check is they try to get a contractor for as cheap as possible and keep money. That's the number one thing most consumers do, which is stupid, okay? And also it's against their mortgage agreement and everything else. So in your case, and in all cases, what should happen is consumers should first call a reputable roofer from the referral list, or 2, or even 3, but at least get 2. And find out if you even have damage, okay? Then call an adjuster. But when a roofer comes out, you should make a roofer give you a detailed estimate outlining exactly what you need and how much you need. So when the adjuster comes, you know if the adjuster is telling you the truth or not. And if the adjuster is not telling you the truth, you'll know. But if you call him first, you have no idea if he's being fair or not. So you're already down the road and it's hard to address. But what I'm going to tell you is how I would do it if I were in your shoes right now. If I had to take it over right now, I'd say ask your insurance for an auxiliary claim. Just tell them it came to more money, and that's all. And then you get the money. And how much is your deductible?
$1,000.
How much is your deductible, did you say?
$1,000.
Okay, so $1,000 is what you're going to have to pay. So whatever they give you, you kick in $1,000. That should be what it comes to. Now, if you have a specific question, hold on. But really, that's the long and short of it. I hate the system. I hate it on both sides. Insurance companies are trying to cheat consumers, and consumers are trying to take the money and spend as little as possible, and they actually get pissed off if a roofer does a great job and expects that $1,000 deductible. They get pissed off at the roofer. Let's talk now to Brent Ivinson on Ideal Home Loans. For your next Ideal Home Loan, you can go to a direct lender. But what does that mean? What does a direct lender mean? You know, most people don't know, but when they call up somebody to get a loan, they're really calling somebody who is a broker, and they go out and find lenders for you. They're a middleman. Go ahead, Brent. Tell us about it.
Well, Tom, you're right. You know, again, in any process, just look at this from a very logical perspective. If you layer someone into a process anywhere, that adds time, and it also adds money typically. So in being a direct lender and lending our own money, we can get things done quicker. We can get things done with better detail. We can quote things and stand behind them because they're coming from inside our organization. We're not at the mercy of another group telling us when we can close, what fees are going to be, all those things. We control all that right here in-house, and that's why we're able to close things so quickly. That's also why during this busy time of year, we can make this process very easy. It's a great time for people to save money because people need money during the holidays.
And they can skip a payment even. Right?
That's right. No payment on your new loan until February.
Wow. Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. Remember the interest rate guarantee and all of the other things. Ask for a program just for you, and that's what they do. Put you in a better position. 303-867-7000. 303-867-7000. The website is idealhomeloans.com. Now, when we're speaking of loans, I speak about Ideal because they are ideal. But if you're looking for a reverse mortgage, there's only one place I recommend. Why? Because reverse mortgages, I'm going to listen carefully, are not good for most people. They are excellent for some. If you have a lot of equity and you're getting up in years, you have to be 62 or older, but I recommend even older. You know, like 70 or more. But you do what you want. You call Joan Sullivan. She will take a look at your situation and tell you if it is a good scenario for you. She's not going to slam you into it. That's what I love about her. ApprovalReverse.com. The truth about reverse loans. 303-771-3528.
From the Fox Business Network, stocks are lower in afternoon trading with...
For Al earlier, so he's just asking that you give the same special that the recorded live gave earlier.
Which is what?
$29.95 Pro Pack. I can put it in your item.
Wiper blades, oil change, tire rotation.
It was South China since 2009. The sign that all chains aren't immune to shifting shoppers' habits. TJ explained
It brought in the camera. A place here in Denver?
No, this guy.
$29.95, yeah.
He sells it. I looked at it. You know, I was thinking maybe Amazon had something way cheaper, but the difference is this is completely wireless. No, we want to see a woman can do it in 5 minutes, because that's what it says, 5 minutes. It's basically 2 light bulb screws, but it's fully wireless. All these other ones I'm looking at,
my brother put
you got to run all kinds of shit.
Terrible. Big thing here is surgery on my knee.
It says it'll last 1 year. It's 2 AA batteries.
Really?
You know, the expensive doors.
Yes.
Really? Waterproof.
Now listen.
Said it's made for hot, cold winters.
That's the best way where's the camera set up. Because my mom's terrible.
Sits right on the, it showed the...
No, that camera doesn't.
You can put it anywhere you want. You can suction cup it on top.
So that's what it is, suction cup,
or you can
unneeded.
No, there's no. It doesn't say anything about
unneeded.
The good news there. So right on the wall, like an old radar detector.
Oh, a window.
Yeah, or a Velcro.
And he said, Tom, had you done the same thing,
that works. I'm going to get my mom the same amount of time.
You would have had
2 batteries.
Last
1 year.
How can I don't know. He said you would have.
Yeah, the screen plugs in to the cigarette lighter.
No, that's
I had it.
you know what those lines are for? You have a backup camera? It's hard to back up your
I drive a 64 now. 2 AA batteries.
Crazy.
If it works as good as it says.
I have to back on the filters all the time. They're wonderful for that.
Oh yeah. Oh look, it's just got regular sticky here too. If you want to
okay. Look around and doing Jesus. I think you better go on the windshield so before you
and then it's got a splitter.
Like me.
Yeah. How much is that? What is it?
64. You were dead. You were near
Dad
dead.
can do it. My mom won.
269 minus $25.
And I don't know if we're just fooling ourselves. Today's generation.
Have you seen the commercial with the new fork truck?
We're taking better
When
care.
you're backing up, they have a joystick where you can back the car up. You don't use the steering wheel.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of us have for the trailer hitch and for
I can't run now because of this meniscus. You know the pain. You know it doesn't work.
Yeah, all these other ones.
How much did you say it was? Here it's 220.
Yeah. That's not wireless. Oh yeah, that's at 219. Yes, that's it.
He said,
219.
Is there a study? Like I said, you know, you
It's not in here.
Go and see.
That's not this one, dude. There's too many wires.
It's a pain in the
That
ass.
is definitely not that.
So the surgery, did they tie the string in there, the guy in bail?
Oh no, they used they cut it out.
Oh, I see.
You know, meniscus surgery is usually just smoothing it out because they don't sew that together.
The guy in Vail invented the string they put in there to pull it back.
So they're literally not going to remove it.
We're cleaning it.
That's when my wife had soldier work strong.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. I hope you never need wink and wink. Bankruptcy attorneys, Chapter 7s, Chapter 13s. Listen, folks, things happen. Unemployment, a death in the family, severe illness. You know, most bankruptcies are caused by a medical catastrophe. Anyway, if you ever need them, Mike and Gigi, a husband and wife team, they're great people. Winkandwink.com, 303-410-1720. 303-410-1720. Okay, so what does this mean, this note on line 1? This is Tom. Okay, Tom, you have a follow-up of some kind?
I do, Tom. Last week or thereabouts, I had spoken to you about bringing my car in. Mercedes-Benz, when it was in dealership over at Denver, about 2 years ago, backed it up into something dented.
Oh, and I remember here, they tried to fix it, and it started peeling. And they said there's only a 1-year warranty. And I said, nonsense. First of all, if they fixed it the right way and did the whole bumper, then you would not have that one spot peeling. They obviously spot treated it. And that, you know, listen, had you been a customer who went in for a little tiny repair and they told you it's a 1-year warranty period, fine if they said that. But this is something they did, and they should have just popped either for a new bumper or just repaired and painted the whole bumper instead of the one spot, and that's the only reason that one spot would be chipping. And I don't think they have a right to say, well, they have a right, but I don't think they're right in saying, well, you know, we're only warranting that 1 year. Well, you didn't make that contract with them. It's ridiculous.
I agree. Absolutely.
And I said, you know, I don't know, did we call them?
No, actually, you'd asked me to follow up.
Right.
It in. It was due to go in that Monday.
And I told you what to tell them, right?
Exactly, and I did. I didn't. Fortunately for them, I didn't have to pull out the Tom Martino card.
Good.
But you enlightened me in terms of how it should be dealt with.
Right.
And they took a look at it, and they also saw a couple of spots on that bumper where it was peeling elsewhere. So they did a keep job on it originally, and they're going to strip it down. They're going to redo the entire thing.
Good.
And they said, of course, they're going to cover it. So I just wanted to let you know.
That is wonderful, and because we mentioned it the first time, we should mention who they are, since they are doing it the right way. And that was Murray, right?
That was Murray.
Yeah.
Formerly Murray. I think it's Denver Mercedes-Benz
right.
now off
And
Colorado Boulevard.
You know what? I told you they do a good job, and we're blessed with a lot of good dealerships in town for Mercedes. My personal favorite is Westminster. They're really great people, but they're all pretty good people. And Tom, thank you very much. See, they have a customer for life now. It's very simple to do the right thing. 303-713-TALK. Mark, you have some more questions on your insurance claim. We didn't finish. So basically, right now, you have a claim. They paid you, and the roofer says, I need some more money, and that is not totally unusual for auxiliary claims to be filed. Let me just explain to people, we have some lines open, 303-713-TALK, so you can get right through, 303-713-8255. So go ahead, Mark. What are your other questions?
All right. So here's the story, is that after the roofer came out and did the work, the insurance claim I set up was actually for not only roof, but for drywall repairs, a window screen, some siding has been damaged.
Right.
I went ahead and did the work on the window, the siding, and the drywall damage. I took care of all that stuff.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that, yeah.
All right. So the insurance claim was for like a $10,000 lot. The amount that this gentleman, the roofer...
So the check was for 10 grand?
Right.
For everything? Right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. So the roofing company sent out one invoice, and the invoice was for $6,000. And then, like 2 weeks later, send another invoice for $8,000, and then a couple weeks later, send out an invoice for $10,000.
Well, wait a minute. Now, what was his original contract for? How much?
His original contract was for $6,000 based on the. Now, like I said, I didn't get a contract.
No, wait a minute. When you said his original price, he thought to fix the roof was $6 grand, and now he went up $18,000 on top of it.
No. He went up $4,000.
You said, didn't he just say
yeah, but he was
put in a
saying
check for 6, another 8, another 10?
Yeah, but what he meant was 10.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my God! You said he put in a thing for 6, then for 8, then for 10. I added them up. So really, that's not unusual at all. So he went from 6 to 10.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So what's the issue?
Okay. Well, if the insurance company cuts me a check for $10,000.
No, he's going to bill your insurance company for the difference just for the roof part is probably what's going to happen.
That should happen. That's what should happen.
That's what I thought was happening, but it seems that the insurance company is now saying that I'm paid in full, and
well, it depends. It depends if you are or not. What did they originally? See, you did it ass backwards, like I said, so you have no idea. The original, that 10 they gave you may have been for everything based on what they thought. Did you tell them that your roofer is charging 10 grand?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So if you take, now the question is, you have a $1,000 deductible, and how much, if you had somebody bid those other jobs, fair market value, what would it have cost? What did you have? What was the other job? Tell me what they were, quickly.
For
the other work in addition to the roof that you did.
Oh, okay. For the drywall, it was another $7,000 for the drywall, the window, and
Wait a minute. So you got 17,000?
No, these were the estimates.
Wait, so if you got a $7,000 estimate for just the drywall and interior stuff, why did they give you a check for 10,000? How could they thought you could get your roof done for 3?
4,000.
Yeah, for 4 with the $1,000 deductible. Wait a minute. So that adjuster assigned 7 grand for your internal damage?
He assigned.
And tell me what it was. Drywall and what else? Window. Window. How many windows?
1.
1 window. What else?
Siding damage, and siding paint.
Siding? Okay. I'm going to tell you what you should do, and Mark is about to tell you right now, so hold on before he tells you.
All right.
You're way in over your head. You have screwed this up so much that you've done everything wrong, okay? I know you're trying to keep some money, all right? All right?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but technically... What's that?
I said I did the work. I should be doing.
Well, you should get... If you did the work, you should get whatever the fair market value is of that work, all right?
Perfect.
You should. So if that adjuster said it was $7,000, then you should get the 7 grand if you truly did the work. Or actually, it doesn't matter if you did the work. If you want to keep the money, you can, because that's between you and your mortgage company. But they didn't make out to the mortgage company, did they?
No.
Okay. So listen.
I don't have them.
But you've screwed it up. So you're never going to get, ever, enough money out of your insurance company unless you do one thing.
You got to get a public adjuster out there, man. And I have a feeling, because there's some windows involved, it sounds like drywall.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make a prediction.
Triple.
I'm going to make a prediction that you're going to get $47,000 out of this loss. $47,000. Write that down. $47,000.
And I'm going to go 32.
Okay? $47,000. Did you get it? Now, you hold on. No, I'm not kidding. But I want Freddie to get on it. I don't want him to hang. I want him to get on it. Now, he's very busy.
He fell through a roof.
Yeah, he's injured.
He's walking again.
Then let him refer it to somebody. But hold on, and we're going to give you a reference. You're going to get $47,000. All right. Pro Auto Care has this special that they want you to know about. It's a wonderful special. The Works, the Pro Pack, for $29.95. You get a synthetic blend oil change, tires. What do you get? You get tires. Do you get a tire rotation? You got to let me know, Suzanne. Is it a tire rotation? Did they say everything? The Works,
yes, tire rotation.
$29.95.
That's blades. That can't be.
The good oil.
I thought she made a misprint. It says, wait a minute. It says the synthetic blend oil change, filter change, tire rotation, 29-point vehicle inspection, plus wiper blades for 20.
That's right, Tom.
And of course, top off all the fluids.
And is that for just a certain number? Did he say 5 at each location? Did he mention that at all? Okay, folks, if he made a mistake, then nail him. $29.95. That's right, the works. That's an oil change, tire rotation, 29-point vehicle inspection, and wiper blades for $29.95. Unbelievable. 303 Pro Auto, 2 locations, near Evans and I-25, near Bowles and Santa Fe. I don't think you can buy the parts for that. $29.95, 303 Pro Auto.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
Well, this is unbelievable to me that he should for that price.
Yeah, give them, just say Freddie's still recouping. Give them, we have another public adjuster. Who's it called, Dan?
Paragon water and whatever else.
It's para something.
Paragon. Some of these places like O'Reilly have their house brand oil now. I called the 800 number. That was
Did he come out to us?
No, I talked to him about that other deal down there. So we 200.
What is it, Paragon?
Well, I don't think he's up here. He's not up on when you leave. I sent him the thing he's supposed to send back to
No, give him, I'm sorry, give him Freddie's. Give him both Freddie's.
Sorry about that.
My kids down there for Thanksgiving.
So I'm done with spots, right, bro?
I'll make sure. I thought he already had come back.
So let me look. Do you eat once a day?
Yeah.
At night?
That's it, yeah.
Buying and selling.
That includes, I don't even, no cream anymore, nothing.
I bet.
Nothing during the day.
No, I sent the thing to the contract. I thought he sent the contract back.
I'm looking, right? Let's see, public.
We put a steam boiler there. In a room.
What's this?
It's still.
I'm just making sure. For some reason, I think I'm thinking of Paradigm, which is the carbon.
What kind of facility?
Yeah.
It's a rum distillery. So we put this steam boiler.
Boom, you would have had it today.
To cook the rum. In this still.
I'm looking, baby.
Oh, cool. Is that cool? Beautiful. Yeah. So I was showing Ming, it's on his shelf over his pallets of sugar cane sugar. He puts 2,500 pounds in one batch in that still. Yeah.
What are they making?
Rum.
That just be in general, huh?
It's a retired ski guy
that
calls it ski bum
chimney
rum.
that's busted. Brick chimney.
Did someone just call him out?
Yeah, they're asking Suzanne. Who would repair? We don't have any brick guys.
We do got a chimney sweeper.
Well, he doesn't repair the brick.
Right.
I don't know.
He probably has the contact though. The chimney sweep has the contact.
It would be just a mason, I would assume.
Which that's what I'm saying.
Endocrinologist doctor.
Don't think we have any.
This cane sugar.
Oh, I know about it. I can
Yeah.
try. Hold on. I got a new guy, Colorado, no, Rocky Mountain.
Cane sugar.
The corn syrup is like so damn damaging to the
Really?
Yeah, the cane sugar.
And probably sugar beet sugars.
No, you're not much better, but Pepsi actually has a type of Pepsi they put in the cane sugar, and it barely raises my blood sugar.
Wow.
It burns off, it goes in and out so quick, can't use regular cane sugar.
Wow.
But got all the stuff.
All right, ready?
Granite, wholesale prices. Art of Granite for counters and cabinets. To the kitchen, get the bathroom free. Artofgranite.net, 303-386-5919. Luxury with value. Flashlight.
He probably hasn't filled it out. Rocky Mountain Restoration and Construction, 719-287-4826. He's got crews everywhere up and down the Front Range.
16 times a day. Listening for the keyword detect. Weekdays from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's the Cash Grab on 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station. John Hannity. Taste the truth. Today at 1.
Republicans in Washington that broke your promises. This is the net result of it.
On Denver's talk station. Truth. 630 KHOW.
Hi, I'm Martino. I got a Facebook post, and I don't know if that posted, I think it did, saying that The Grand Ole Opry is the longest running radio program.
Oh, not this guy again.
Yeah, but he doesn't hear when I say the same host. I mean, this show has changed so many times with so many different music. I don't care about that. That's fine. That's wonderful. I love the Grand Ole Opry. But I mean the same real show. They're really the same exact show. Same person, same everything for, 40 years. Actually, it's really longer because before here I was doing it. But I mean, just even in Denver, I break the record for America. So, we have a few minutes left. Let's talk about home energy audits.
Put them on the spot. Make them give people something.
First, how much does it normally cost?
$400.
Okay, and it takes a half day, full half day, full half. I mean,
4 to 6 hours.
All right, 4 to 6 hours, and don't you get rebates on that?
$200 from you have to be an Xcel Energy customer.
Okay, and some other energy companies might have them, but you have to check.
That's
so
correct.
$200 off. So you mean to tell me truly you only collect $200?
That's it.
$200.
$200.
And $200 comes from Excel. What's the catch? Seriously, for $200. And Mark, you're asking for a screaming deal? This is a screaming deal. But hold on. For $200, you give them a complete written report on everything. Complete.
Full comprehensive report on their house.
And that's the blower door, and you identify everything. Then the remediation. What deals do you have on remediation? On fixing it? Anything? What do you do? Like for anything. Don't you say there's some credits or rebates on that people get?
There is. If they insulate their house, if they have to add insulation to their house, there's rebates on that. There is rebates on foam insulation, blown-in insulation.
Like depending on what they have done.
That's
where
correct.
Does that rebate come? Where do those rebates come from?
It comes from Xcel Energy.
Really?
Yep.
So, give me an average house normally what a bill could cost if they want to do everything, all of the insulation and caulking.
The doors, the caulking, the windows.
Give me an idea. Light fixtures. Worst case and best case. Like best case might be
to bring it from that 70 to 30% you were talking about.
Yeah. How much?
Anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000
for everything.
For everything.
And then they immediately can get. You're saying 30 to 40% savings.
Immediately.
Okay.
Immediately.
So the payback is pretty damn good. Now, but you said 4 to 6 for the whole Mac Daddy. But if we're talking about normal average houses, what, 1,200, 2,000?
Exactly. 1,200 to
whatever.
3,000. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the really important thing is to know where you stand. In fact, I may even be tempted, if I was buying a house, to make this a condition. Think about this, people.
That's pretty smart.
It's coming down the pike.
If you're going to buy a house, why not a home energy audit? You pay for it. It's $200. You get a home inspection. Can you imagine what you would get for this? Now, with that home energy audit, do you inspect the furnace or not?
We do. Yes.
What else?
We inspect the furnace. We check for gas leaks. We check for CO.
So if it had a bad furnace, you'd know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Think about this, Mark. If you're buying a house for $200, okay, let me give the number. For $200, you find out about this house, about the energy efficiency, and about the furnace. All right, here we go. Here's the number: 303-733-2813. 733-2813. That's 303-733-2813.
Thanks, Ming.
Thank you, Ming, for being here. Save all your problems for me.
Bring your $800 from the front.
This is a good deal.
You just applied for what?
An $800 rebate through Excel, which you put in a furnace was 90% of
95%.
95%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means it's got variable speed. It's 95 or not.
No, you have to have that certificate.
That's right.
Yeah.
To come back to me? You mean just the original that he fills out?
Remember I asked you, was it yesterday, whatever, Mark, did you get anything from this Paragon? You said, yeah.
What's the last part of the contract that was done? You went in and put in 200, then it comes back to you at that point, not me.
I didn't call him.
Whoever fills in that price amount is who it comes back to, and then you would sign it. And then we'll see if Daphne can install this.
5 minutes.
If Daphne can install this,
5 minutes, Daph.
I'm going to say it's a good product. And if
I
it
tell you,
works.
if that camera is good, I'll get one for myself.
I'll get one for our son.
That's what I'm saying. Cars that don't have them.
His mom's is not very good, and she leaves if she doesn't turn it off, it drains battery. So this one's...
I'm going to mount mine. I'm going to get one and mount it in the front, and then I can drive just by looking at the screen.
That's amazing. You can basically be backwards.
Accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as we clear
I
out.
have your stuff here. Do you need to know?
What's that, sir?
He's talking to Dan.
I'm talking to Dano.
Don't turn off the Wi-Fi yet.
I bet Al got hit today good.
He did, because he was like texting me.
He got hit today good.
Salisbury tomorrow. Salisbury. Sauls.
We're going to have, next week, we're going to have sometimes where there's two live spots in the same hour booked. So just make sure Drew gets them both on there so we know we do two. It doesn't have to be in the same hour. As long as they get on the sheet.
What do we have tomorrow?
I got it.
Salisbury.
How does that affect me? Because I'm going to have to call them?
No, when you guys print out the commercials, she's got to understand that there's two.
I'm ready
not just
anytime
one.
they leave.
Okay, we're done here.
Guys, I need to do a commercial.
Let's get out of here.
I'll
walk you guys down. You're coming
nice
down
seeing
the
you,
office.
man. It's really...